So, recording in progress. Today is the 14th of the 6th, 2026. This is the first wave, episode 2. We're playtesting Primem Solem, my role-playing game. Um, and this is our second session. So, shall we briefly recap what happened last time?
Off
Um,
you go.
So it was obviously so memorable that you can't remember any of it and you just want to offload the whole job to me.
Yep.
That, yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yep. I'm an
All right.
actor.
Oh yeah.
I act. That's what they pay me to do.
Well,
Oh, hang on. They don't even pay me to do it. I just do it.
you know what they say about money equals quality, right?
Yeah, very funny. Okay. I'm gonna let that slide.
You gonna let that slide, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of
Yeah.
this stupid fucking
I'll,
thing?
I'll get my manager to talk to you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last week on the first wave,
But that's quite a neat first wave. I like it.
yeah.
Mm.
Um, the setup. The green room, the deep space signal. Josh Hamilton, the King of Chicago, was in the green room of a local venue with his bandmates preparing for an Elvis tribute show. Joey, the band's troublemaker, tuned the guitar while an international news broadcast played on a muted corner TV. Josh had Joey turn up the volume, revealing that the James Webb Space Telescope had been tracking a massive unclassified interstellar object entering the solar system. The band debated whether it was an asteroid or an alien phenomena, with Josh noting that Mama said there are other beings in this world before shaking off the distraction to go out and perform the show. The farmland strike and comms degradation. The timeline. A month ago, a month has passed under a slow creeping global what does it say? A month passed under a slow creeping global tension. Josh was driving his classic Honda Civic through a gritty sector of Chicago on his way to another gig. Traffic ground to an absolute halt as a municipal traffic light abruptly blanked out. Desperate for a pre-show latte, Josh left his car parked in the middle of the blocked street and crossed over to a nearby cafe, only to find the shop closing its doors due to a massive sudden power outage. While Josh was returning, empty-handed to his car, a violent atmospheric explosion rocked the street, shattering windows and showering the sidewalk in heavy glass shards. Debris rained down across the sector, and an office filing cabinet plummeted from the upper floors of the adjacent Phoenix Insurance building, slamming directly onto the roof of Josh's Honda Civic. Shaken but unexposed, Josh drove into his back seat. Man, he could have written this to be actually readable, bro. Um, Josh dove into his back seat for cover, emerging into a heavy 9/11 style wall of floating dust. He spotted a local woman, Clara, who had suffered a severe bone-deep laceration in her arm from the falling glass. Josh yelled out for a Superman, stripped off his own performance shirt, and used it to apply a crude triage tourniquet to stop the bleeding. The extreme mental and physical shock of his blood-soaked encounter pushed Josh past his safe human baseline limit, generating 3 points of discord and inflicting a lingering, nauseous shock complication. We don't really need the mechanics either in our little thingo. You know what? I'm just gonna Gemini, I need you to rewrite this without the mechanics, make it short and punchy as if it was the intro to a TV show. And then I'm going to cut this whole intro right off. So I'll do it again. All right, previously on the first wave, it started with a streak in the upper atmosphere, a deep space anomaly nobody saw coming. Then the lights went out across Chicago. Josh Hamilton, a middle-of-the-road Elvis impersonator with a sharp wushu habit, was just trying to get a pre-show latte when the sky fell. An atmospheric blast shattered the city grid, dropping an office filing cabinet straight through the roof of his Honda Civic. In the smoking dust, Josh used his own performance shirt to bandage a stranger named Clara who was bleeding out from a bone-deep laceration. With the help of a tough combat veteran named Dave Roberts, Josh cleared the wreckage from his car, only to find a glass flat piece of meteor sizzling inside the cabinet, dripping a foul, unnatural black liquid. Retreating to a rundown houseboat on the industrial canal, Josh bypassed his manager Sandy's warnings and unlocked a hidden floor safe filled with cash, mysterious white powder, and a loaded Glock. He barely had time to slide the Glock into his jeans before a secondary shockwave physically lifted the boat out of the water, painting the Chicago skyline in a sickly orange glow. After fighting off a desperate deck intruder with a swift kick and a $50 bill, Josh met up with his bandmate Joey to scout the burning central city. At the police perimeter, they watched paramedics wheel away a screaming victim, her lower half caked in a bubbling, living black sludge, moving with the exact same impossible pattern as the liquid from the melted rock. The infection has landed. The substrate is opening its eyes, and tonight the government is coming for answers. Welcome to the first wave, episode 2. That was a bit spoilery, wasn't it? Oh well, can't have everything. All
No.
right. So, Joey. What are you doing, Joey? What are you doing, Joey? Hey, Joey. Coffee. So, you get back to the houseboat, I take it, after your adventures with your friend in town.
Yes. Go to
No.
the houseboat.
All right. So you're on your way to the houseboat. You took the Honda Civic, I assume, didn't you? That was how you went out earlier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm actually losing my voice tonight, which is extremely fun. Hmm. Okay, so you're driving back, and your phone starts ringing as you're driving back in the Honda.
I
Hold
pull
on.
over and
So can I just get the name of the doctor again, please, and the medical staff? Thank you. So I'm just using Gemini on the fly as we are playing. Sorry, you're going to pull over?
yeah,
All right.
yeah, yellow.
Is that Josh Hamilton?
Yep.
Wait a minute. I have to get a voice for this character. I have to get a voice for myself too. Hmm. Excuse me, is that Josh Hamilton there? I'm looking for Josh
Uh,
Hamilton. Did
yeah,
I call
sure.
the right
That's
name?
yep.
My name is Dr. Aris Thorne. I'm calling from the Chicago Memorial Hospital, Dr. Thorne. As I said, my name is Dr. Thorne. I'm wondering if do you have free time right now? Can I speak to you?
Uh, yeah, sure.
Um, I understand that you were involved with a fellow this afternoon by the name of Dave Roberts. Um,
Yeah.
he gave me your card. He's here at the hospital now, and he said that you might have seen anything, let me be frank with you. There is the possibility that there is some kind of infection going around, and I would really like it if you would come in and just go through a routine checkup to make sure that you're okay, you don't have anything, and you're not putting anybody else in danger. Would that be all right with you?
Oh, well, if it's gonna help other people, Mama always said I should do that. So I tell you what, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Which
The
hospital?
Chicago Memorial Hospital.
Oh,
We're on
okay.
Ward 4. My name is Dr. Aris Thorne. When you get here, just come. You can park up in the Well, there's a standard parking across the street, and he explains the parking procedure and so forth, how to get
Okay,
in there.
I'll see you as soon as I get there then. Yep.
Very good. That would be very helpful for us. Thank you. You have a See you soon. All right, and he hangs up. All right. So what do? Do you go back to the houseboat first, or do you go
Yep,
straight to the hospital?
I go back to the houseboat. I
Okay.
don't touch any of the money. I leave everything as it should be, except for the gun. Um, I see if there's a um holster. I look around the place for a holster for the gun if it's
Well,
got one.
yep, it has a holster. It has all the accoutrements that you would expect if you were going to go out and buy a gun and you were like you had enough money to buy whatever the fuck you wanted, you'd get all the things, right?
Yep.
It doesn't have a silencer. It doesn't have like
No, I'm
anything
not
beyond that.
expecting that at all.
Right,
No.
but it's got two clips of ammunition. It's standard ammunition. It's nothing fancy.
Yep.
Um, it's the sort of thing that you would use at a firing range. I mean, it is a Glock 15, I
Ye-
think,
Yep.
but still, it's very serviceable. I think it's the same gun that most cops carry.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, and it's yeah,
I get that. It just makes it easier to carry.
yeah, fair enough. Now,
You know,
before
I
we
don't want
go,
it falling down my ass and on the floor. You know.
very reasonable. Now,
Yep.
before we, so you put that on, or do you put
I
it
put that on. Put
put
that
it on?
on. Set it up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, Josh, I want to just go through a few things. You've got some stats that you should be aware of. You've had a bit of an upgrade since last game.
Yep.
So first of all, you've got five main features which they make up your character sheet.
Okay.
They're called your Vita Matrix. Um,
Okay.
First one is your archetype, which is for you, it's tier two,
Yeah.
which means that you can activate two tags on this particular thing at a time.
Okay.
Currently, you've got three main tags. One of them is a vulnerability, so you don't want to activate that anyway. But the two tags you got, your core tag is Rising Tribute Star, which is a social vector,
Yep.
and a positive tag, Unbound Spirit, which is a weight one social vector. So you
Mm.
can feasibly activate those both together at the same time, giving you weight three and a social vector if you want to, charm somebody or convince somebody of something.
Okay.
So you can pull out that's from your archetype. Your origin, you've got your uncle's vinyl collection. Wait, one mental tag. Obviously, you can remember all those songs.
Yep.
So it's not too much to just yet. You do have a vulnerability, which is working class hustle, which currently is a weight one vulnerability in the material or physical out. I don't know why it's physical. That should be social. I'm going to change it to social because it's got to do with how you perceive things or how you deal with stuff. But basically, what it means is, this is your ability to. When I put pressure on it, I remind you that you have hard time resisting the hustle sometimes. You've got that working class desire and need to make money. That
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Um, okay. Training. So your core tag is Elvis mannerisms and vocal range. This is a weight two social tag. Then
Yep.
you've got a couple of good ones here. Positive tags: wushu precision, weight one physical;
Yep.
sharp shooting instinct, weight one physical; basic field triage. You now have this because you took Discord last session, and
Yep.
you basically, kind of failed at it. Well, yeah, you succeeded at it. You pushed yourself to succeed at it. And so now
Yep.
you've got a very basic level of medical triage experience. So they're giving you a weight one tag for that.
Okay.
Um, Wilderness tracking, weight one, environmental. So that was
Mm-hmm.
expanded in from last session. We talked about it, but it wasn't there last time, but it is now.
Yep.
You do have a vulnerability here because everyone has to have a vulnerability. And it's mimicry dependence. So the kind of idea here is like, and you might not agree with these. We can change these if you don't like them. But my thoughts were when you're like an impersonator, sometimes it's hard not to be the character and it's hard to be yourself,
That'd be right, I would imagine.
right? So there's a kind of dependence on that, and that's a vulnerability in a way, because
Because I'll tell you a little something that helps it. When I was in Memphis, they had a time we could party and drink alcohol, and the cops were there and everything, and the people were just drinking and having fun. And
right,
we went to a tent and we watched an Elvis imitator.
yeah,
And make a long story short,
yeah,
he sucked. He sucked.
right,
And my sister leaned over to me and said, "You can sing better than him."
right, right,
And every time I watched him sing a song, I thought
right,
I was tempted to get up and go and do it better, you
right.
know?
Do it better. Either that or punch him in the nose.
Yeah, yeah, one of the two.
I get it. I get that with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, okay. No, I do get it. I understand.
yeah,
Okay, so your next one is culture. So this one we can debate all up and down if you like. I gave you Chicago dive bar circuit because you go to a lot of bars and do
yeah, yeah,
you sell your imitation thing.
yep.
Um, Vulnerability for this one. eh, the AI suggested that you have cheap beer and tobacco lung weight one. I think you said something about not wanting that last time, so we could change it if you wanted to. But
No, because basically you look after the voice you got.
right, that makes
E-
sense.
Even if you're imitating somebody, you gotta keep that voice because that's how you make your money.
Right. My pushback on this would be, first of all, it's only weight one, so it's not a major thing, and it only comes up occasionally when I really want to push you.
Yeah.
The second thing would be that if you hang out in that many dive bars, it doesn't matter whether you smoke. There's a lot of people
Oh
smoking.
yeah, no, that's gonna happen. You're quite
Right.
right.
So there's going to
Yeah,
be that sort of passive
yeah,
smoking element. So, and there's
yeah.
probably a lot of cheap beer going around. And I know that in the
Oh yeah,
last game
yeah,
you were drinking beer with Joey in the last game.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Should we just leave that the way it is for now?
And don't forget bourbon. Yeah, leave it as it is.
All right.
Um, don't forget
Bourbon.
bourbon and coke as well.
Right,
Um,
of
yeah,
course. Okay, body tier. Um, Now this is actually a positive tag. It says midlife Elvis physique.
yeah,
So that's weight one. So I guess midlife he was pretty fit.
yeah. It was.
Okay, good.
Well,
All right. Vulnerability, we have failing metabolism. Now, again, this only comes up once in a while. It's not something you have to deal with all the time, but if you have something else that you would rather put as a body feature
no,
vulnerability.
because there are things I'm not gonna be able to deal with.
Right,
Remember, he's not a soldier or
right,
so there are
exactly.
things I'm not gonna be able to deal with.
He's a real character, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you're good with that, cool. Okay. Now he does have a complication, nauseous shock complication, weight one mental, and he's got bruised bone. His arm bones are bruised as a complication. It's a weight two complication. So you're
yeah,
currently very sore in the
yeah.
arms. Um,
That's why I'm
struct.
going to see the stock
Well,
because
I thought
yeah,
that was perfect too, right?
yeah,
It gives you another
mm,
excuse to do that. You might be able to get it fixed even.
yeah, yeah.
Structural status is unstable. Total complication weight is 3 out of 3. Taking one more physical complication could cause this feature to undergo collapse. Wait a minute. Oh, that's because of that one, two, nauseous shock. Okay, we're going to remove the nauseous shock. I think that is over with. Um, and we're going to reduce the complication now to one as well. It's been a little bit of time has passed. Okay. Um, so we've got a 1 out of 3. worth of body complications. Okay. Passive defense harness. So this is basically any kind of armor that you might be wearing, and technically you're not
Mm,
wearing any armor. Um, but you have a baseline, which is your body resistance is just one. Um, you do have a dented baseball bat
yeah,
floating around, which is not exactly armor, but if you are carrying it, it can be used for defense.
yeah,
Um, right, and there's the possibility that sometimes you can use your environment as cover as well. Don't forget that. You can definitely
yeah,
do that. Anchored asset packages. This is mundane gear. You have a battered Honda Civic, which has a +1 reliable urban transit tag for the environment vector. It
yeah,
has broken glass and store in the back seat, and the ignition doesn't always start so well because it's been
yeah.
damaged from falling office debris. You have the manager's safe assets, which is a Glock 19, actually, Sandy's ledger of names, and the incriminating criminal evidence. You don't know what it is of. You're not even sure it's criminal, but
Okay.
it seemed dodgy at the time. Now, the next section is what we call action chains, and these are when we take those tags that we've already mentioned and we put them into a sequence.
Hmm.
And say you use your rising tribute plus your Elvis mannerisms and vocal range all together, that will bring you 4 gravitas in a social vector. Josh channels full performance charisma to command a room. He can de-escalate panicked bystanders or talk his way past a cordon, like cops or something.
Yeah.
He has an improvised wushu defense, physical adjudication. This costs you 2 foci to use. The last one only costs one. This one draws on 2 different features. Josh uses defense martial arts footwork and a redirected weapon to sweep an attacker's balance, something to that effect. The chain includes your Elvis physique, your wushu precision, and a dented baseball bat.
Hmm.
Right? So
Okay.
that's an action chain when you chain these things together. Last one is Memphis Sharpshooter, cost 2 foci. Sharpshooter instinct, Glock 19, 2 gravitas. Josh levels his salvaged firearm with steady uncle taught hunting discipline. Right? That's
Hmm.
that's the theory. And as far as pressure is concerned, the stuff that I can do to you, the guide will use these specific pressure points to challenge Josh's baseline human existence as the story continues. Mental one-hit wonder anxiety. I can invoke this when your career ambitions are being threatened. Physical, cheap beer and tobacco lung. Invoke this when you're forced to flee or run, or you're getting tired
Yeah.
from that sort of thing. Social, working class hustle. Invoke this when your financial desperation tempts you to steal corporate assets or possibly open the $20,000 cash stack under pressure. Um, and the physical one, mimicry dependence. I can invoke that when a situation requires Josh to be an authority figure as himself, rather than hiding behind his protective Elvis persona. Um, and some advice that the Gemini gave us was Josh's priority during the next extended narrative break must be to perform downtime recovery. Spending downtime will allow him to reduce his discord and recover his resilience. More importantly, he needs medical assists to remove the bruised bone arm weight 2 complication. Before somebody targets, that is a weakness, and you get fucked up, basically. So that gives you an idea of what you can do. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
Hmm.
All right. Do you want me to send you a copy of this so you can look at it on screen while we're playing? Or
No, I'm all right. I'm
all
all
right.
right at the moment.
All right, cool. Okay, so you get to the hospital. You head to the
Okay.
hospital. That's your plan. All right.
Okay.
All right. And you park up at the hospital.
Yeah.
Um,
I've been clever and made myself some food and put it in the car. and got a flask if I could find one, and
Yeah.
done myself some coffee just in case something goes wrong because the world's not happening in the normal way at the moment. So he's very cautious.
Okay, so you get to the hospital and you walk up inside through the front door, having parked the car and paid the vendor, whatever, or
What was the
probably
name of the doctor?
the doctor's name was Dr. Aris Thorne.
Okay, I go up to reception and I say to the receptionist, if there is one, um, can I maybe see Dr. Aaron Thorne?
Okay, now before you get that far, what tags have you got? Do we remember anything about any kind of perception abilities, anything like that?
Um, he was good at perception, I think.
Well, he's got hunting as a thing, doesn't
Yeah,
he? That's
yeah,
that's one thing he does have. That
yeah.
does usually apply to like being out in the woods, though, compared to a hospital.
Uh,
Um, okay, let me say this much. As you get there, something feels off. Um, and you feel like it's busier than it usually has been anytime you've been to the hospital in the past. And outside, you're probably coming here with, you know what you've got to do and why you're here, but um, there's a police presence that's a little bit oppressive, more than usual.
okay.
In any case, and I will remind you that you are carrying a gun.
Cops make me nervous anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. Then again,
Okay,
what
so
can you do?
I'm pretty nervous. I
All right, so you head on up to the counter.
okay. Excuse me, can I see? I think his name is Doctor Thorne.
Yes, Dr. Thorne, you would be
I would be Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton. Yes, you're right here. Okay. If you would just step this way, please. And he takes you out of the waiting room altogether. Like normally you come in and you sit down and you wait for an appointment.
Yeah.
And this guy, this nurse goes and grabs somebody else and comes back, walks back with a security guard who just hangs back, hands free, not touching any weapons or anything like that, but just hanging back. Um, and they walk you through to the elevator.
Okay.
And the nurse says, "So how's your day going, Mr. Hamilton?"
Well, I've had better days, but there are people going through worse, I guess.
That's true. That's true, and you'll probably see some of them around here if you keep an eye out. And
Yeah.
you get in the elevator, and the security guard gets in with you. Um, and they just look at each other briefly, and you get the impression that the nurse is a little bit uncomfortable about the security guard. Like this is a little bit outside of his usual protocol.
And you? He looks at the nurse. How's your day been?
Oh, we've been having intermittent power cuts all day, and I imagine you know all about the emergencies that have been happening.
Oh yeah, I came across a couple of them.
Of course you did. All right.
Yeah.
Bing, you get to the floor that you're going to. It's like the ninth floor or something, and you get out. You can hear a helicopter outside, um, which just seems to be going past or something. And you come out into the yet another waiting room, and you can see there's another security guard standing over by the this particular ward, Ward 4. Um, and you're not really, I mean, you're not military or anything like that, so you're not paying that much attention unless you choose to. Um,
It's just kind
unless
of
you,
weird.
yeah, I mean,
You know. Like,
It's Chicago. You didn't realize Chicago had gotten this bad, you know.
nah,
Maybe there's
no,
just a lot of violent crime going on the streets these
no.
days. I haven't been into the hospital for a while, I
I
imagine.
can't wait for this crap to be over so I can get paid and go and do what I'm supposed to do. Yeah.
Right, right. Now, looking through the glass, you can see there's a bunch of beds in a ward back there, and you can see people in various positions lying and sitting down. And you see that guy, Dave Robertson, Dave Roberts, the veteran that that helped you with the
Yeah.
cabinet, the filing cabinet, and he's sitting on a bed.
Yeah.
And he looks up and he gives you the sort of, nods his head to you.
I
And
know it back.
you see that he's wearing one of them green gowns with a split in it.
Mm.
Um, and he looks kind of a little bit incredulous, like, oh, for fuck's sake, And as he looks up at you, a nurse comes past and pulls the curtain in front of him and sort of separates your line of sight. Um,
Go, go.
the cop leaves you there for a minute.
Um, no, I say to her,
Yeah,
would you mind if I went to the loo? I kind
sure.
of
The
need to. Yeah.
bathroom's just up there.
Okay. I go into the loo.
Mm-hmm.
I take off the gun
Mm-hmm.
and hide it.
Okay, where are you going to hide it?
Now I'm going to hide it in the flushing bit.
You're clever. Okay. I've seen that movie. I'm sure I have. Okay. Um,
Hide it in the flushing bit and I'll flush the toilet and walk out.
all right. As you're walking out, you can hear the TV in the background. The security guards turned the TV on now. One of those TVs up on the wall. And you can hear, repeating our top story for viewers just joining us, Commonwealth Edison has officially classified the blinding orange illumination over the Loop District as a catastrophic grid-wide surge. Authorities maintain that a localized cyber intrusion triggered a domino effect blowout across three major electrical substations. While downtown remains entirely dark, city officials are strictly downplaying reports of structural damage to the Willis Tower, attributing the massive cloud of debris to a simple steam pipe rupture beneath Wacker Drive. And it goes on. Um, so at that point, the nurse at the counter looks up and she pulls the glass open and waves to the nurse that's with you, and he brings you over. He's like, "Oh, it's time," and he
Okay.
takes you over to the nurse, and she says, "You must be Mr. Josh Hamilton.
Yes.
If you would just fill in this form for me, please."
Okay.
And you sit down and think of your
Fill
clipboard,
in the form. Yeah.
fill in the form, all the usual bullshit you go through.
Yeah.
Um, and as you're filling in the form, you notice that the back of the form, there's an extra piece of paper that's been stapled on the back of it. Um, it's like a different type font.
Yeah.
Like this was not printed with the original form. This has been added to the form, probably
Okay.
seemingly recently. Um,
Okay.
and the first thing it basically it's like a non-disclosure agreement. Anything you see in this ward, you must keep to yourself on national security interests.
Yeah. Now I'm suspicious and worried.
All right.
No.
So they take you through and take you through to a little room with a bed. And they leave you there for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You're sitting on the fucking bed by yourself, twiddling your
Yeah.
thumbs. Right.
Yeah.
And the curtain's closed. And eventually, then a nurse comes in and asks you to weigh you on the thing. And they leave. 10 minutes later, another nurse comes in and takes your blood pressure, writes down some notes, and they leave. Um, this kind of thing. And eventually this man comes in after you've done all these different tests, like all the basic baseline stuff, normal stuff that you would normally do
Yep.
if you went to see a doctor, probably.
Yep.
Um, Especially if it was anything the least bit serious, if they thought that you might be suffering anything. And
Yep.
they don't give anything away either. They just like take the notes and they're just nurses, so they probably don't even know what they're looking for. They're just taking data.
Okay.
And finally, this guy comes and he's a short guy with very short cropped, dark colored hair, tan skin. He's about 40, 50. Um, he's yeah, a bit bald. And he
Okay.
comes in and you must be Mr. Josh Hamilton. I'm Aris, Dr. Aris Thorne. You can call me Dr. Thorne. And he gives you a smile,
Yes.
very professional. He says, now, I really appreciate you coming in like this, and sorry to subject you to all these tests and everything. I know this is not very convenient for you right now, um, but I will say that we do really appreciate your help here because we're very concerned that there is some kind of infection, some kind of breakout. There have been a few people, a couple of cases with some very severe reactions to some kind of substance that seems to have affected them in ways that, well, let's say we're very concerned. And I've had it explained to me that you were among the group on, and he names the street where you were, blah blah blah, and the subway station, and goes on to explain that he knows about what you went through, at least some of it. Um, Mostly, what he knows is that you were involved trying to help some people.
Yep.
So at this point, it's very easy for you to play into the yeah, I help people and I'm a star kind of personality thing
Yep.
if you wanted to.
No, I listened first.
Yeah.
Listen.
Okay. He says, now, have you experienced any dizziness or any strange feelings or effects since this afternoon?
Nope.
No? Okay, that's good. I notice you've got these lacerations on the inside of your arms here. Is that any kind of rash or anything? How did this happen?
Um, I uh, how did it happen? I forgot.
Baseball bat.
Uh, but yeah, oh, somebody tried to attack me and I had to defend myself. They used a baseball bat and
My goodness, that's
yeah,
terrible. Wow, shocking things that happen around here. I guess I
yes.
shouldn't be too surprised. So you're okay then. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
Look, I'll get someone to come and look at that. We'll put some cream on the bruises, and I'm gonna get there's something I do need to do, and I'm really look. I'm really sorry to have to ask you for this, and I have to tell you right now that we're under special investigation from. I, this is really hard to explain. I've had to sign some forms, non-disclosure forms, like the one that you signed when you came in here. And there's
yep.
things that I literally cannot talk about because of the situation. And you can only imagine this is some kind of uh, something big, so I can say. And we're going to need you to take some photographs of your body the way it is right now, as you came in here, so that we have a kind of a baseline. So if anything was to happen to you, we could compare the pictures to what was down the line. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Is it,
understand.
you understand? Okay. Well,
Perfectly clear, yes.
all right. I don't want to waste your time or upset you in any way. That's my priority.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do that. We're also going to take some MRIs, scans, some X-rays as well. And
Okay.
I don't want you to worry about anything because, like, I know that some of the people that have come in here, they've been, well, I don't have health insurance. I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. Don't worry, this is all on the government right now. Nobody is asking you to pay for this. Is not coming out of your insurance costs or your pocket. And the good news is that you will have had all of these tests done for free. And if you're healthy, well, you'll know about it. So that's good, huh? And if there's anything wrong with you, you'll know about that too. So the good luck. That's the best thing. It's all right. So I'll organize those tests and those photographs. If you have any questions, I would prefer it if you direct them to me for now.
Okay.
We are going to keep you in overnight just in case because
Okay.
we don't know what else could be happening with you. We don't know how this. Uh, we're calling it an infection. We don't know what it is, but we're calling it an infection. And if it's we need to see if it spreads, how it spreads, what kind of symptoms it produces.
I understand.
All right, cool. All right. Well, if there's anything you need, water, coffee, anything like that, I'll try and organize that for you too.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. And he leaves and pulls the curtains and leaves you alone for another couple of minutes. While you're sitting there, you hear someone outside the curtain, sort of breathing, walking up to the outside of the curtain. You see the curtain flick slightly. And for a moment, you think you saw like a person move past and then like an eye.
Okay.
What do you do?
Hello?
Fuck,
Anybody there?
it is you. Dave Cameron steps in, the veteran. Fuck. It is you, thank God. Okay. Um, they got you as well, huh?
It looks like it.
Oh man, this is bullshit. You got no idea. It's all bullshit. I've been here for hours.
Uh, hmm.
They called
Yeah,
me
I
in like,
got.
when you dropped me off at the university, I was there for like an hour before they called me. And next thing you know, I'm up in the fucking hospital and I'm doing tests and signing away my life on NDA forms. And oh my God, and now I'm here. Jesus. Well, at least you're here, so there's that.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of
How,
strange, huh?
how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
So you haven't got any weird shit going on?
No,
No.
nothing happened to me. What about you?
Yeah, me neither. I got nothing. I think they're full of shit. I mean, look, okay, look, listen, that chick that cut her arm,
Yeah.
she's kind of in bad shape, actually, if I'm real honest about it. I can kind of see why they brought us in here. It's kind of weird. Like she's kind of like almost kind of comatose. Like she's sitting in her bed and she's rocking back and forth a little bit. And you can talk to her, but she's like real distracted, man. Like she just keeps looking around and she's not really focused or paying attention or anything. It's fucking weird. But I don't know. I mean, they're saying that she's got some kind of baseline shit going on. They're not actually saying it. I just overheard them. I'm trying to pay attention. Oh, fuck, is there someone coming? Shh, just stop for a minute. Okay. Okay, they're gone. All right. Yeah. And I figured out what the coffee is, so that's good. And but man, trying to get food in here, Jesus Christ, you wouldn't believe it. It's like you can't get to the cafeteria or anything, and they're really trying to control everything that goes into your body because they want to know every little detail of every calorie that goes through you. You can forget about having a good party time in here, my friend. This is going to be a hell trip.
Well, I guess all we can do is stay here and wait.
I do have a pack of cards, so that's one good thing. And yeah. If you happen to be a smoker, I'm not a smoker, but if you happen to be a smoker, I do know who you can ask to get yourself a trip up onto the rooftop for a smoko break. There's a nurse. Um,
No, I'm not a smoker.
all right, well, fair enough. Good. It's
I
probably
ain't a
better.
smoker. No.
Okay. Well, that other couple, what's their names? The Miller family too. The boy
Uh,
and the girl. What were
Are
their
they
names
here?
again? Yeah, they're here too. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe how much whining though. Fuck. They're desperate to get out of here. She's going crazy. But yeah. So the main thing is that you're okay and I'm okay. And
Yeah, I guess.
what I did notice though is on the way back to the hospital, I I was driving a scooter, like one of those rental scooters. You know the ones
Yeah,
I'm talking about? And I was going down, and he names the street. We'll say it's like Upper Wacker Drive or something,
yeah,
um, where the Phoenix, the insurance company was with the filing cabinet thing. And
yeah.
there's still a bunch of shit on the street back there. But I noticed as I was going down there, there was a whole bunch of cops turned up. And they weren't just cops. Like they cordoned that whole fucking block off, man. They just shut it down. And then there was like black fucking 4x4s, like trucks and shit parking up there. And I'm like, this is crazy. These are like fucking CIA, NSA, fucking who's and what's it. This is like serious bullshit. Like all the alphabet soup is out of the can all of a sudden, and they're just like, what is going on here? They was searching that street. They had people looking up and down the street with little sticks and shit, and they were doing scans and stuff, and shooing people away. Like they wouldn't let me in there. No way. Like I got like 100 feet away, and they were like, "You got to get out of here. You can't be here." Yeah. What do you think about that? Like, that was some crazy shit.
I still think it's alien invasion myself.
Really?
Yeah. Or I tell you what. I tell you what. It's either Jesus coming back, alien invasion, or I tell you, when I was a kid, I role played this game with a couple of friends, and it was called Vampire. And it could be, I well, it could be this thing called Kahina, you know, the vampires, the old vampires are coming back.
You
Now
did like
that
a
would be
role-playing game? You're into that shit?
right. I did some of it for a while.
I heard that shit was evil, man.
Oh no, no, man.
You get like real
Well,
sucked into your characters, and you could end up going to hell, get carried away, and
well,
turn you
it's.
into a murderer or something.
I think it's all about how your mindset, man. I really do. If your
Sure.
mindset good, then it's gonna work. If your mindset bad, then it's gonna bring that out, man.
Yep,
But
yep.
that was only my opinion.
Your phone
Oh,
starts ringing.
oh shit. Hang on, man. Hello?
Hey man, it's Sandy. Are you all right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm just in the hospital here.
Oh my God, you're in the hospital? What the fuck are you doing in the hospital for?
Yeah, they're doing some tests,
Why are they doing tests? Are you okay? Did you hurt yourself? What happened?
Well, nah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm just gonna stay overnight and then I can get back to whatever's normal in life.
Well, it's lucky you didn't have a gig on tonight because I canceled it, huh? Well,
Yeah,
all right. Well, that's good. But listen, you didn't talk to anybody, huh?
about what?
Well, about anything.
Like what, for instance?
Well, like you didn't lead anybody. Nobody asked you any questions. I mean, you went to the hospital. Why did you go to the hospital again? Did you say you
I want to run some tests to see if I got this virus that's going around.
And do you?
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't had the test.
Huh. Okay. Well, listen, if anyone asks you anything, make sure you just that whole thing I told you about, with the code I gave you earlier,
Yeah.
You don't need to tell anyone about that. That's between you and me, right?
Yeah, you sure, man. Sure, sure.
Right, right. Good, good, good. Just wouldn't want anyone getting hold of that information. Anything that was in that. Yeah, that's kind of private stuff. And okay, cool. I was just glad. I just wanted to check in with you, make sure you're okay and everything's going to plan.
Don't you worry, Sandy. Everything's good. Everything is copacetic.
Okay, well that's good to hear. Good to hear. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you alone now, and you have a good night. I hope you pass those tests or whatever you're doing. And
Anybody tested you yet?
no one's asked me about any tests. I don't know about any tests. Doesn't seem like I need any tests. I didn't see anything. What exactly are they testing you for? I'm a little bit kind of suspicious about this. If I'm honest
I,
with you,
I, I don't know. I
Josh,
just came when they told me to come, man.
out of game, you told him that you saw all that shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The
I
previous
saw,
day.
I saw a lot of shit, man, and they're testing me.
Hmm. Okay, well, maybe they're thinking it's maybe. Oh my God, maybe this is like some kind of biological weapons or something. Maybe this is like the Chinese.
Yeah, could be, could be, could be. It beats my theory about, you know, aliens.
Yeah, well, you know what? One thing for sure, one thing that I know is it's never fucking aliens. It doesn't matter what it is, it's not going to be aliens. That's for sure.
I don't know. Some Mexicans are aliens.
It could be Mexicans. Could be Mexicans doing chemical weapons. Could be that. I don't think
Yeah.
it's not very likely, but it could be. Could be anything.
Well, you can't blame them.
Could be those damn Canadians too, because they didn't want
Yeah,
to
what?
become our 51st state or something. Damn those bastards. Should have been our 51st state. They would have been good for that. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna get off the line. I got things to do, and Mary's calling me again. I gotta get going. All right. I'll catch you later. Don't be sick. Get better,
Okay. Not like he makes a lot of money off me. Okay.
dude. Who the fuck was that guy?
Oh, he's my manager.
You got a manager? I never
Yeah.
asked you. What do you do exactly when you're not like helping people on the street?
Um, I'm an Elvis imitator.
Well, you what? No way.
Yeah, man.
For real.
For real, man.
Wow, that is cool. An Elvis imitator. Yeah, do one of them. Do one of your songs. Go on, do it, do it, do it. I want to hear that. I want to see how good you are.
Yeah, and bugger it, he does. Mm,
You're not going to do it for me, Barry?
no,
Aw,
you
maybe
already
next time.
know I can do it.
That's why that's why you're supposed to do it.
That was a long time ago. I was young then.
Barry's like, I ain't like that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, to be fair, if anyone asked me to do a Michael Jackson impersonation now that I'm nearly 50, I'd be like, fuck off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I could do it, but I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, All right. So you do an Elvis impersonation for
yeah,
for Thingo
yeah,
for Dave
yeah.
Cameron, and he's pretty impressed. I mean, you're pretty good. You are pretty good at it. So he's pretty impressed. He's like, "Damn, man, I could have sworn you were that exact guy." That's like, whoa, fucking mind is blown, dude. And at that exact moment, a nurse walks in, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dave, isn't it? I'm gonna have to take you back to your bed. We need to run a couple more tests on you." And oh yeah, yeah, okay, sure. Well, nice to see you. It's Josh, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, nice to meet you.
Well, I'm just up there around the corner, and I'm in like Ward 4, bed number 7.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Dragged away.
yeah. I'll come up later on, maybe.
All right. At this point, the nurse takes you around the corner into to a room, and this is a male nurse, and he gets you to sign another bunch of forms, and you go through laboriously, writing all the same shit out
Uh,
again and again and again. It's so fucking
yeah,
tedious. And finally, he opens the door to a dark room. And in this dark room, there is this big metal machine there. And he's like, okay, I need you to put this thing on. This is a lead vest. It's going to protect you from the X-rays. And then you're going to stand over here and do this thing. And then and they take a bunch of X-rays of your chest. And then he
yeah,
takes you to another room where there's an MRI machine and there's around your
yeah,
head. And it's like, oh, for fuck, this is terrifying.
yeah,
Um, and while all of that shit's going on, there's this sort of always this vague background hum of people chattering and stuff incoherently in the background. And
yeah.
finally, after all these tests are finished, they take you out, and Dr. Aris Thorne comes out to greet you again. And he comes and sits down in the room with you. Well, Mr. Hamilton, I've been through your test results. It looks like everything seems quite good. You have a little more cardiovascular cortisol levels are a little high here, and you, basically you're in pretty good shape, except your age shows.
Yeah,
It's nothing outside the ordinary.
yeah.
Um, he says you seem a little bit stressed, and I can imagine that's probably due to the circumstances at hand. You're not a smoker. You don't seem to drink excessively, and that matches up with the results that we seem to be getting. Did the nurse see you about your wrists yet?
Uh, no.
Okay, very well. I'll make sure something happens with that. As I said before, we're going to keep you in overnight. I'm going to make sure that you get the appropriate food that you're going to need to eat. Obviously, you must be starving. Sorry about this.
That's all
Um,
right.
drink plenty of water. I'll make sure that they provide you with bottled water so you have uh, it's decent stuff. Now, is there anything else that you need, or that you got any questions?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Very good, very good. Okay. Um, excellent. Well, he goes and takes you up and says introduces you to yet another nurse who actually you probably met this nurse already, but he doesn't know that. He introduces you to Nurse Jensen,
Mm-hmm.
and Nurse Jensen takes you to a spare bed in a room. And when you get there, um, you see the two siblings from before.
Yep.
Um, what are their names? Get me. Hold
Do,
on.
do, do.
Hey, Gemini, can you tell me the names of the various victims from the incident on the street and in the subway, including the arm victim and the two siblings? I believe their last name is Miller. And I'll be able to use those for role playing right now. Thank you. Because I have Barry's character in the hospital. He's just been through a bunch of tests. He met Dave Cameron, who snuck into his little booth. And while he was getting his test, they had a conversation. He shared some information with him. And Josh did an Elvis impression for him. So that was pretty interesting. So yeah, that information would be very handy right now. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. So you notice that the lady, I think her name was Claire or something like that, as far as you recall. Um,
Mm,
she, the one that whose arm you bandaged with your shirt, she's
yep.
in a room by herself, with a glass window, like a glass door
Yeah, I know what you mean.
sealed off.
Yep.
Clara Vance, that was her name. And the two bystanders, the siblings, Marcus Miller and Sarah Miller, they're sitting over opposite. And Marcus looks up and he nods to you. And Dave Roberts, he's not too far away either. He opens his curtain and he's like, okay, at least you're in the same ward as us. And you notice Clara sitting in the room by herself, um, sort of staring, just staring in the distance. And then after a minute of staring, she goes like this. She goes, she does it like every couple of minutes.
Okay. Um, okay, I'm going to draw a keyboard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
okay. And I'll get some paper. I'm gonna find me some paper.
There's some crayons and some paper.
Yep. I'll draw a keyboard.
Okay.
And I'll put it beside her if I can get near her.
Well, as I said, she's in a glass box, basically.
Mm. Is there any way to get at her?
Like,
Any?
you want to get into the glass box?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and get in there. Let's see your character sheet for anything that might help with this. So
It's,
let's look at your features. Rising Tribute Star, Unbound Spirit. Well, Unbound Spirit sounds like it might be what motivates you to do this.
yeah.
Um, Wilderness tracking. It's a hard
No,
one to tell me that, but
no,
okay.
no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Um, what else have you got here? Um, hmm. Chicago dive bar circuit. Probably no. um, your wrists are still hurting at the moment. Nobody's seen you about that yet.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, you can't see a way in there. Like you could go up to the glass. You could walk right up to the glass. That's about as far as you could get before you get to the locked door. And you notice that the room there is a security camera in the ward. So you're a patient, so I don't know, maybe they won't really do what are they going to do to you? They're like, oh, you're not supposed to go in there. That's probably what they'll do. They're not going to
yeah.
arrest you or anything, but so you could probably try and force your way in unless it's locked. Um,
Okay. I get I'll look at her again and
yeah,
watch what she's doing with her fingers properly.
okay. All right, so she stares off in the distance and then she's like,
So it's almost like she's typing.
looks like that, could be that.
I look over at my mate and go, hey, does
Yeah,
this look like typing to you? Come here. Come here.
he comes around there. What are you talking about?
Watch her. Watch her. Watch
Okay,
her.
all right. Yeah, man, that looks exactly like fucking typing. What do you think she's doing, man? And what else is it? What else could she be doing? Maybe she's casting spells.
She could be. She could be, but that'd be kind of, well, I suppose typing in midair is a bit weird too. Okay. I know. I know. I
Hmm.
tap on the glass to get her attention,
She turns around and looks at you.
and I put the keyboard on the glass on my side to see if she comes to it.
She looks at it for a minute and she goes,
Hey, can you make that out?
I think she's saying thank you. And then after a minute, she goes on the glass.
Okay. Now, can I see from my end the one she's touching?
She's if she is typing, she's typing really fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm just seeing if I can get any letters at all.
Any letters at all. That's fair. She is typing out, she's using the numbers quite a lot.
Numbers.
So it's letters and numbers. She types a bunch of letters and then she types some numbers. And then she types a bunch of letters and then she types some numbers. And you know that because the letters are all on the side of the keyboard and then the numbers are on the edge.
Okay. Like she's typing a bunch of letters and she's typing a bunch of uh, numbers.
What do you think that is?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
And then she
See
goes,
if see if you can see what she's doing on the. Hang on. What I do is I look for some felt,
okay.
and if I find some felt, I darken it up a bit and darken up the writing so I can see through the numbers on the other side of the paper. Sometimes
I
felt,
see what you mean. Right. So you're
yeah,
trying to, right. So it leaks through to the back.
yeah,
I get what you're saying. Right. So
yeah,
you can actually try and read it. Okay. It's going to be
yeah.
really, really hard because she's
Well, we
typing
got nothing else
fast.
to do. We're in a ward.
That's
That's what I'm
true.
thinking.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You should have seen some of the bullshit we did in real wards.
I believe you. I totally believe you. Okay.
Okay, so I tell him to look at the numbers and the rest of them, if the girls, if the other team is willing, can come over and look at the letters and see what they can get. So we'll just put it on there. Now we'll put it on. We're all sitting there watching.
All right. Um, okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna nail this down.
I can be a clever bastard when
Oh, you
I want
can.
to be.
Uh, that is pretty clever. I got to admit. I got to admit. Mm. Mm. Okay, so you're getting the word status. You think you're getting status is one of the words she's typing, and
Okay.
uh, David's pretty sure about that. And then the two siblings come over and they start helping you, and they're paying attention. And then they get something about uh, that's BIOS bio. No, there's an M there, bio. And then what's she doing with her other hand? Come on. And this is, they start deciphering it. And so far, like after about half an hour to an hour, This is a really long, slow process, right?
Oh no, it would be.
Right?
It would be. It would
It's
be.
tedious, but as you say, you literally have nothing else to do. Um, some of the words that you are fairly confident, and I say fairly confident, I mean not very confident at all. Um,
Just fairly.
but
Yeah.
words that possibly might be things that she is typing out. Something about you think scanning, disconnected, impedance, uh, integration, digest, digesting, maybe digesting, um, solving, error. Error comes up a lot, and you're actually pretty sure it's error. That's one of the ones you're most sure of.
Yeah.
Um, and discon, and you think it's disconnected, but you're not 100% sure. And something about initial, init, cis init, biomass, maybe something about impedance, integ, grid, tainer, online, scanning, error, and a bunch of numbers in between things. And a lot of the numbers are zeros and ones. And then you hear footsteps coming down the hall.
I know. We quickly take, I put the thing away
Uh-huh.
and I tell her to go back to her bed. Go. I point and then I go and sit on my bed like nothing happened.
Right.
We all, I tell them all to go that way. Quick, quick.
Um,
Because I don't
okay.
know what these buggers are up to yet, and I definitely don't trust them.
Okay. All right. Okay, so everyone goes bounding back to their beds and is acting like nothing in the world has happened, right? But there's this piece of paper floating down onto the floor with a keyboard written on it.
No, no, I took the paper.
Oh, you swiped that. Okay, very,
Yes.
very good. Okay.
Uh,
All right. There's two people come wandering into the room wearing suits, black suits. Um, a man
oh shit.
and a woman.
I realize I've been caught. We've been caught already. Because we forgot one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, all right, no. It occurs to my character.
Mr. Hamilton. Mr. Hamilton. One of you is Mr. Hamilton.
That would be me.
Well, it's good of you to introduce yourself, Mr. Hamilton. My name is Agent Vance. Colonel Vance, more specifically. And I'm going to need to talk to you. If you would come this way.
Yeah, of course.
And he and his offsider walk you out of the ward down the hallway. And there's a room that looks like it is it used to be probably just a few hours ago, this was probably a ward, but now it's his office. And it seems to have been transformed remarkably quickly. Um, and there's a desk, there's some chairs, there's some lamps, there's cameras set up on tripods.
Yeah.
Somebody starts recording it as you go in.
Okay.
Please sit down.
It beeps if it overflow. If it's gonna. Yeah. Hang on. It it beeps when it's ready.
I take it you're not talking to me. No. Okay, that's
Yeah,
out of game.
go
All
on.
right.
Do it again. I'm all right now.
Please take a seat.
I sit down.
Now, Mr. Hamilton, if you would state your legal name and occupation for the ledger.
I do so.
Please, if you will, you can drop the stage dialect. I am dealing with a Tier A municipal crisis, not a tourist excursion.
Oh, beg my pardon. Sometimes it's hard to drop.
At approximately 1612 hours, you left your Honda Civic to buy a coffee across the street from the Phoenix Insurance Office block. Sarah Miller's statement says you were completely unsheltered when the blast occurred. What did you see in the sky immediately preceding the flash?
Um, it was like a bit of an aurora. What do you call it? Wasn't that a
Yeah, there was.
borealis kind of thing? Yeah.
I see. And he takes some notes, and the recording continues. Can you elaborate on that at all?
Well, I think that's about what it was. Pretty much, it was just like one big flash, and then it was like we're in Canada somewhere with an aurora borealis.
Interesting that you say aurora
Well,
borealis.
that's the best I can come up with.
Other witnesses have described the flash in different ways and mentioned how it made them feel. Did you feel anything, Mr. Hamilton?
Not that I can recall.
I see. Very well. You used your personal clothing to apply a direct tourniquet to Clara Vance's arm. The triage staff reported that her lacerations were caked in a non-classified high viscosity fluid. Were you aware of any of this fluid, Mr. Hamilton?
Not at the time, no.
I see. So you would not have seen any if it had made contact with your skin or person.
Probably not.
Do you believe that you came into contact with any strange substances that perhaps you had not seen before?
Uh, maybe,
Maybe.
kinda.
Do you think any of it might have seeped into your open skin pores or even your eyes?
No, no. I'm sure I would have noticed that in some way or form.
You thought very long and hard about your answer the first time you began to answer this question. Would you like to elaborate on your hesitancy?
Would I like to? Well, no. I was just thinking hard about giving the right answer.
Hmm. Now, a high density telemetry signature intersected with your vehicle's roof panel.
Yes.
Dave Roberts claims you threw an empty metal cabinet into the gutter.
Uh, Pretty much. Yeah.
Mr. Roberts is a decorated combat veteran. He knows
He,
what an office appliance looks like.
yeah.
Why did you handle a hot kinetic impact fragment with your bare hands? And where did it melt to?
Well, I didn't know it was anything. I just wanted to move it and get on with my day.
Hmm, I see. Do you recall precisely where you moved it to?
Uh, no, not at this specific moment. I know it was a drain somewhere, and that was about it.
A drain.
Yeah.
Would that
Well,
have
it
been,
ended up there. It wasn't meant to end up there, but you know.
what do you mean by that? It wasn't meant to end up there.
Well, I tried to get it in a better place, better position, but it didn't work out that way.
Didn't work out that way. I
Nope.
see. You look a little pale, Mr. Hamilton. Your hands are shaking. If you are experiencing any systemic chemical shock from handling the wreckage, keeping secrets will ensure your biological container collapses inside a containment cell instead of a hospital bed. What did you touch?
Maybe I connected with the rock. I just can't remember.
Is there anything else that you don't remember about your day, Mr. Hamilton?
I just remember I also remember it was leaking the rock on me.
I see. Leaking.
Yeah, leaking green stuff.
Green stuff.
Wow. Look green stuff to me.
Hmm.
Maybe black, I don't know. But
So a black, greenish, blackish fluid material leaked from the rock.
yeah,
That is consistent with other stories we've heard. That's good, Mr. Vance. Mr. Hamilton, forgive me.
yeah,
Very well. You have answered my questions very precisely for the
thank
most
you.
part. We may have more questions for you later. If you think of anything in the meantime,
Hmm.
I will be here until 3 a.m. And then my counterpart here will continue, take over, watch.
Okay, okay, I'll be right down though.
Excellent. And he stands up and they turn off the recording device. He walks you outside and he tells his counterpart to stay. And he gets you out into the hallway. He says, "So, Mr. Hamilton, I've got one more thing I wanted to say.
What?
Due to the nature of the circumstances of what is going on at present, I have extraordinarily high security clearances given to me for this operation.
Hmm.
On that note, I have had to subpoena the audio recordings of various phone calls and conversations that have occurred in the last 16 hours.
Yeah.
This includes one particularly interesting conversation where you spoke with your agent at 4:15 p.m. Last night,
Uh, yeah.
relating to a matter involving a security code.
Hmm.
Hmm. This is not currently a legal matter, and I should not wish it to become one, as I firmly believe that information gained outside of the chain of evidence is irrelevant to
Hmm.
our current operation. But should any issues arise between us in any way, um, such as the interference of any medical proceedings or the observance of any patients,
Uh,
uh, that could change.
it could, but I'll say that it won't.
Of course.
It's only a code to a safe where I'm staying. That's all.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
He wanted to make sure that I didn't tell anybody else the code, which is, you know, pretty natural. You don't want anybody to know your safe code.
you see, there are people in my organization who have, if they were to discover these facts, and I am not typically a betting man, but if I was, I would suggest that they might be interested in examining this safe. Say, for example, looking for perhaps a green blackish rock that may have disappeared.
No, there ain't no green blackish rock in there.
And you're sure about
Oh, I'm definitely sure, and I'm telling you the truth. It saves time when you tell the truth, my mother always said.
that? All
Yep.
right. Well, that's good to know. I'll take your word for that for now.
Thank, thank you. Thank you.
Well, you're free to go back to your room.
Oh, thank you.
And he turns to his offsider, and his offsider walks you back to the ward and through the security checkpoint. You get back to your bed.
Okay.
Dude, what the fuck was that about? Who was that guy?
Eh, Um, um, um,
Are you
uh,
okay? You look stunned, man. Like, can you
well,
talk?
I'm kind of, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just kind of, they were kind of, how can I say, they're a bit weird, you know? Like you said, all the alphabet soups are here.
Damn.
And
One of
it
those.
sounds like he's the head of the alphabet soup.
Oh my God. They're really fucking into this shit, aren't they? What do you fucking think is going on here? Like, first of all, we got Madame Toussaint over here fucking typing out weird codes in the air. We got Mr. CIA, FBI, NSA, whatever the fuck over there. We got shit falling out of the sky. We
I'm
got
telling you, alien tech. Mm.
starting to fucking believe you, man. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe myself. That's scary. Mm.
The hell is going on? This is so weird.
Yep, you're not kidding.
At
Wonder
that
what they
point, yeah,
wonder what they do if I just put on my clothes and walked out.
I don't know. You could try, but I
I get
think
a
that,
feeling between you and I it'd be very painful and I wouldn't be back. Mm.
yeah, I don't know. I would hope you would come back. I don't think it's a good idea. I mean,
Yeah, no. I'm not
the,
gonna do it. I'm just wondering.
I know, right? I mean, I thought about it too. I also thought about sneaking out, but fucking, what if you get caught? You know?
Up there, look.
Huh?
Camera.
Yeah, I know, I know. But there's that nurse I told you about. She can get us out for a smoko break. Um, About that time, funnily enough, what's her face? The sister, the snooty one. Um, Sarah Miller. Sarah Miller. She comes kind of wandering over to you and she's like, I heard you talking about smoko breaks. I really want a cigarette, man. Can you help me? I who do we need to talk to get up on the roof for a cigarette break? Because I'm going fucking crazy, man.
Uh, I look at my mate and I say, she needs your help.
He almost rolls his eyes, but holds himself back. He's like, yeah, I can help you. Um, you know the nurse with the spiky hair? That's the one you need to talk to. She's around there. She'll be back in a minute. And just ask her when she's going for her next little trip, and I'm pretty sure she'll accommodate you. You might have to be nice to her though. And at that point, your your social skills being relatively good, um, you're like, this chick isn't going to impress anybody enough to get. She's got resting bitch face, right?
Yeah,
She can't look nice. She can look pretty, but she can't look like a
nice.
nice, you know?
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, that's not going to work for her.
Man, that's not gonna work for her. I mean, look,
She's like, what do you mean, man? What are you talking about? This is the chick. This is Sarah Miller talking.
Sarah,
What?
you are beautiful, but you got one of those faces that says, "Come
Oh
near
my
me,
God.
and I'll tear your guts out."
Did nobody ever tell you that you can't talk to people like that? Like you just can't talk to people like that. This is not whatever dark age relic fossil dinosaur time you come from, okay? I don't care if you do your fucking.
I think you've just proved my point, honey. You just proved my point.
Dave leans back and he just closes his curtains. At which point you see that nurse coming.
And by the way, thanks for the help. Um,
The nurse steps out through the door, and she looks at
excuse
you.
me, ma'am,
She
ma'am.
goes, "You're just the one I want to talk to.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, show me those arms of yours."
Oh yeah. Uh, ma'am, could you do me a wee
Sarah
favor?
Miller rolls her eyes and walks back to her bed.
Ma'am, could you
Hmm,
do me a wee favor?
perhaps.
You
Depends what
know,
it is.
next time you go for a cigarette break, could you take,
Oh, you
uh,
too. Oh my God.
no, not me, her, that lady over there.
You know I'm not supposed to do that.
I know you're not supposed to do that, but she's getting a bit, what's the word? Like she's in a cage, you know?
If I was to do that, you would need to come and stand as lookout for me at the top of the
I,
stairs.
I think I could do that for you. There'd be no trouble in that.
All right. Well,
I'd do anything to assist, you know?
okay. She bandages up your arms and starts to feel better. She puts on some bruise, what do they call it? The
Ointment.
ointment. Yeah,
Yeah.
ointment. And it starts bringing the bruises out. Um, okay. All right. So she says, well, I'm not due for a break for another 15 minutes, but if you are waiting over by the ladies' bathroom over there in 15 minutes, I will take you and Sarah up to the top floor, and I'm going to have a cigarette, and I can share one with Sarah if she likes.
All right. Good.
I, it
Thank you so much.
would be better if she had her own, and yeah, maybe you'll owe me a favor for another time.
Okay.
Like, for example, if I want to know something about someone, like if I wanted to know, like, what you were doing with that piece of paper in front of the glass window over there earlier tonight.
Okay.
You could tell me later when we're upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Sure. Sure.
Okay, so a little time passes. Another 15 minutes pass. This chick leaves. The nurse leaves. The
Yeah.
spiky hair. She heads off. Goes and does some more work.
Excuse me, Sarah, ma'am,
Well, what do you want?
if you go and stand over there, the nurse will come and get us in a minute, and she's gonna take a cigarette break, and you're gonna take it with her.
Oh, you did it?
I did it.
Huh? Huh? Okay. Well, maybe you're not quite as bad as I said before. Still,
Oh. I need improvement. My mama always said that. You know, boy, she said, you always gotta improve,
Oh,
man. Mm.
she sighs heavily and walks over to the spot and waits there with her arms crossed.
And I
Dave,
quietly say under my breath, that girl needs six. Anyway,
Dave opens his curtain. He's like, dude, you gotta stop saying shit like that.
what
They're
like?
probably they're probably listening to everything we say.
I don't doubt it for a minute.
He's got his head through the curtains, just his head.
What are you doing, man?
Are you gonna have a cigarette with her?
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a cigarette, but she's gonna have a cigarette. I'm gonna be lookout.
You're gonna leave me here by myself? What if that dude comes back?
Then he might take you into his deep, dark office.
Fuck. What did he
He,
do?
he, the things she did, man. The things she did. I
Come
just
on,
don't
you
want
gotta
to talk
tell
about
me. If you fuck, man, I don't want to get like. Is he gonna like plastic gloves up the ass or what?
it. Well, man, now you come to mention
Oh God, no.
it. No, no, man. No, nah. He's not gonna do any of that stuff. He'll just question you. As long as you tell him the truth, he'll be copacetic.
Yeah, I don't know. He seemed like a bit of an asshole to me, but okay.
Yeah, well, that's one part of him you never want to see.
You're fucking telling me. Jesus. All right.
Uh,
And about that time, you see the nurse comes back in and she gives you the come on,
yep, we
and
walk over casually.
you walk over casually, casually, and you get to the thing, and she takes you up the stairs,
Yep,
and you go through a door, and you find yourself at the top of the stairs, and she opens the door, and she puts a brick to hold the door open. And now you can smell the city and the cold
yep,
air is coming
yep,
in, and you can
yep,
see the fog and the lights, and you can hear choppers flying around in the distance. And in the
yep,
distance, you can see the flashlights, the searchlights going, and you can still see and hear the sounds of sirens, and there's still glowing light coming from the center of the city.
yep.
Um, and Sarah comes up with you, and she steps out up outside, and she goes out and lights a cigarette. What are you doing? Where are you?
Mm, I'm wishing I didn't leave my guitar in my car for a start.
Your car's like you can almost see it from here. Yeah. It's just
I'm looking at it mournfully.
right mournfully down towards your car. All
Yeah.
right. And
And I'm wishing the wind wasn't blowing up this ruddy nightshirt thingamajig.
right. And
Yeah.
so Sarah goes, so what did that guy want?
You might say he asked me a few questions.
Oh yeah? What is
Yep.
he? Is he a cop or something?
Well, I
What?
think he's a bit more than that. You know, he's one of the alphabet soup type. FBI, CIA,
Huh.
Homeland, whatever, you know.
Marcus said he would be something like that.
Yep.
I said he
Yep.
looked like a school principal or something.
Well, I imagine he's a pretty deadly school principal, but yeah, he looks like it.
You reckon he's a
He reminds me of that guy from The Matrix. You
guy from
know,
the Matrix?
those guys with the glasses, you know, that kept trying to get Neo. Mm.
All right.
He reminds me of that guy.
I saw that when I was like 5, man.
Yep, I can believe it. How old are you anyway?
22.
22. Man, to be 22 again.
The nurse, she says, I don't believe you owe me an explanation. Why don't you come
About.
and sit down with me over here and tell me what that
Oh yeah, yeah, I get it. Yep.
what was that
I
all
sit
about?
down.
Uh-huh.
Well, because he's got nothing to hide. I tell him he's got nothing to hide. Mhm.
Right.
Well, we've been noticing that the patient behind the glass, our friend,
Mm.
is kind of sitting there staring at stuff and typing.
Hmm. Does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
Okay.
Never thought of that.
So
Hmm.
what I did was I made a picture of a something she could type on.
Like a keyboard.
Yep. And we're trying to make some sense of it, you see?
Yeah, she was saying something about error, some shit about that, and then she said something. What else did she say?
Uh something like um uh I can't remember. Because he's starting to wonder whether he should blab it all out.
Right.
I can't
Fair.
quite remember, but yeah, there was a lot of errors, and that's the most common one.
Errors. Like, what do you
Uh,
mean, errors? Doesn't make any
well, you
sense.
know what I'm thinking?
What do you
If
think?
someone could give her an actual keyboard, she might write down properly what she's thinking.
You mean like put her in front of a computer?
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy. And Sarah goes, "That's genius. We should do that. Can you do that? Can you help us do that? That's what you need to do if you want to find out what she's saying. That's exactly what you need to do."
that's what I'm thinking. You think you can do that?
I might be able to do something like that, maybe, if we're careful about it.
A laptop.
A laptop. Now that's clever. Okay. All right, let's see if we can do that. And she stubs out her cigarette. Had enough of that anyway. And Sarah's like, 1 minute. And she drags every last little fiber out of that cigarette,
Yeah,
every
yeah. I know
last
what you're talking.
drop
Yeah,
of nicotine. All right. And then you shut the door and head back downstairs again. And you wait for the nurse to go and get a laptop. And she does. And she comes back and she plugs it in. Oh, that's actually it's charged, so it doesn't need to be plugged in. And she says, "Oh no, wait, even better." She comes back with Agent Vance
mhm,
and the laptop, and they go into the room, and you can't hear anything they say, but you can see that they sit her down with the laptop. And Agent Vance crosses his arms like he's pretty skeptical about this. This sounds like bullshit to him. But he tries it, and they do the thing, and he's like, shakes his head like, "What the fuck?" You know, you can all you can see is like your lip reading,
yeah, 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 yeah,
and you can just like see him going, "What the fuck? What does that mean?"
yeah,
And you're not sure exactly if that's what he said, but something like that.
yeah.
And shakes his head, and they walk out, and he walks off first,
Okay,
and the nurse comes out, and she folds up the laptop, um, and it deals with making sure the patient's okay. And
okay.
then she comes out and closes the door and locks it. And she turns around and she sees you, and she's like, "Hmm." And Sarah's like, "Well, what the fuck happened?" And Dave Cameron sticks his head out of his curtains again. He's like, "What the fuck happened, man?" Um, and she looks at you and she goes, she opens the laptop up and she turns it around and faces you. Um, and it says, "Sys init biomass container 014 online scanning local grid disconnected error copper network impedance solving local nervous system integration status digesting." And then it says conduits arteries not responding vascular anchor flow feed the nursery. Then it says um, vanished, bunch of numbers, eyes, target 01, exposed, threat identified, threat identified, monitoring, monitoring, monitoring the king. And she shrugs like, what the fuck? And she closes the laptop. And she walks off. And the others are like, what the fuck was that about?
Well, we ain't got a lot to do tonight, so let's see if we can make any sense of it. Between us, we should be able to figure it out.
What do you reckon?
Can you remember anything of what she said?
Threats identified, monitoring, impedance, like something about, I don't know, it feels like a transmission of some sort, like some kind of like trying to get information somewhere, and there's like difficulties with doing that.
Yeah, yeah. And I think, okay, let's assume they're alien. Okay, let's assume.
Sarah shudders, like visibly shudders in front of you.
Well, what else is there,
No, no,
Sarah?
like
What else?
she shudders like she's actually scared.
Oh,
Like
that shadow. Okay.
like what you said actually made sense, and she doesn't want to believe it, but she kind of has to.
Okay, let's assume we have aliens. Okay.
Okay, let's buy this bullshit just for now, okay?
And you pointing at my mate,
Yeah,
you're a military man.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man.
Look at this and tell me what you think that would be. I think they're weighing up what we've got and how we've got it.
What do you mean exactly? What do you mean by that?
I think it's for for instance, threats. They're weighing up the threats. They're weighing up what we have against them, maybe. What do you think? You're the expert. I'm just an Elvis imitator. What do you think?
Come on, man. Nobody's just an Elvis imitator. Um, in any case, what do I think? It sounded to me like communication, like signals, like code, like some kind of transmission.
And it sounds like they have definite targets. Definite targets.
Marcus, the brother
Yeah.
of the two,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, it could be a transmission, but it doesn't mean they're fucking aliens. They could be Chinese, they could be Iranians, they could be anyone. It could be anarchists, they could be uh,
The one thing
crazy
with
people from the internet, you know? It could be anything.
true, true. But the one thing we have
Oh,
not established,
Sarah goes, oh, what if it's an AI?
that's not a stupid idea. That's not a stupid idea. You know how AI is catching on real well. It could be an AI, but the one thing we haven't established is this happening everywhere or just here
That's a
in
good
our
question.
country?
We don't even know if it's happening outside of our city,
Well, let's
Mm.
watch the news and find out.
All right.
Isn't when's the next one?
Um, Hold on.
When's the next news? He says.
Should be at 10. It's like 5 minutes away.
Okay, I look at them and say, "Have we still got internet?
Um,
You tried your phones?"
yeah, kinda. It's a bit patchy.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll all go on different communication methods like YouTube, so forth and so on, and see if it's spreading out
All
or
right.
if it's just here.
I'm going to give you three different news items that you gather. Um,
Okay.
there, you probably find other ones as well, but they just reinforce these three stories.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first story, um, and a total travel ban remains in effect for the downtown subway lines. The Department of Transportation insists that the automated cargo train rerouting are part of pre-planned conduit maintenance cycle to protect the city's fiber optic infrastructure from rolling power surges. However, union reps for transit operators are publicly questioning why high voltage power lines are being actively uh, requested to be used in abandoned subterranean storage vaults. Meanwhile, the National Guard units have begun setting up mobile decontamination trailers along major expressway routes and exits, calling the measures purely precautionary. Meanwhile, this is the second item. As the Cook County Coroner's Office faces growing scrutiny over missing casualty data, the Department of Energy, meanwhile, maintains that local casualties from the downtown office debris falls remain under 20. Independent neighborhood networks are reporting a surge in unexplained absences across the Loop District. Family members claim triage patients discharged from early response tents simply walked away into the dark, leaving behind personal items and cell phones. Federal authorities have declined to comment, citing strict intelligence sharing protocols with foreign task forces currently on site. And a bizarre scene is unfolding along the Lake Michigan shoreline tonight. Animal control services report being completely overwhelmed by thousands of migratory birds and stray pets converging on the industrial port district. Witnesses describe columns of animals moving in perfect single line symmetry down commercial streets, entirely silent, and showing no aggression towards onlookers. The CPD has issued a statement advising the public not to interfere with these clusters, classifying the phenomena as temporary behavior disruption caused by ongoing electromagnetic grid failures, and other stories about gas leaks.
No stuff from overseas.
Um, right. Okay, so let's see. What can we find from overseas?
BBC, look that up. Um, you know that Arabic one, Alpha. I can't remember the name of it.
Al Jazeera.
Yeah,
Okay, let's see what I can throw together based on the knowledge that I have.
Sky
Okay.
News. You know.
Japanese state media NHK reports a total infrastructure anomaly across the greater Tokyo area. The uncanny specificity. Unlike Chicago's automated subway reroutings into deep vaults, Tokyo's massive overground and underground bullet train networks um, did not stall. Instead, at 300 hours local time, thousands of high-speed trains simultaneously locked into a flawless, continuous circuit loop around the city. The trains are running without drivers or dispatch commands, moving at exactly 180 kilometers per hour in microsecond symmetry in the Bavarian forest. In Germany, ecological tracking stations in the Black Forest and Bavarian regions report a sudden local acoustic collapse across hundreds of square kilometers. It is not a die-off. Standard satellite imagery shows that millions of woodland animals, birds, and insects are still physically alive and present in the terrain. However, all vocal communication, mating calls, and predatory behavior seem to have ceased. Um, London. British maritime authorities have closed off the River Thames, completely following an unexplained localized hydro phenomenon near the London Docklands. At a specific coordinate where an office block collapsed during an initial atmospheric pressure drop, millions of gallons of river water are being actively drawn upwards into a swirling column. The column does not seem to be falling immediately back down, and there's photos of this very strange phenomena. Um,
In other words, it's happening all over the world.
yes,
Not the same shit, but
not.
weird shit.
Mhm.
Okay, that answers our question. Okay. This is worse than we thought. The thing is, if it's happening all over the world, then it means it's not the Chinese or the Russians. Because why would they do it to themselves?
Wait a minute. What if the news stories are being made up by the Russians and sold to everyone?
Hmm.
Or by AI, says Sarah.
The AI thing? I think that's more likely.
What if it's Russian AI?
The way the Russians have been lately. uh, uh, look, he said something. He says, I don't even know why I'm thinking this because, once again, I'm just a simple eh, Elvis imitator. Mm. My mother said that when I start thinking like this, it gets me in trouble. Okay. Like, did they mention in the newscast what direction the animals are heading in?
Um,
Are they all heading in the same direction?
they seem to be stopped, all facing in the same direction,
Which is
towards the city,
the city. Towards the city.
Chicago.
Are animals anywhere else in the world pointing towards what would be Chicago? Do we think?
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
Are there any other animals throughout the world pointing in the direction of their cities?
Uh, seems like it. I mean, that's that you're putting together a theory, and it's hard to get the exact details of this. Um, I mean, I guess you can get online and you can ask people on Facebook and say, "Hey, do you live in London? Okay. Do you have this thing with the animals going on? Okay. Are they facing this direction or this direction?" I suppose you could do that. You could do that, but it would take a few hours, and
Yeah, we do that. We're in the
pe
hospital. What
people think
else?
you're a bit crazy, but okay.
Yeah,
And eventually, just after midnight, there's a power surge and the electricity goes down, and so does the Wi-Fi. And at this point, out of everybody there, Sarah is the only one that has a phone that has got credit.
okay, and her Wi-Fi's gone down anyway.
Well, the Wi-Fi's gone down, but she's got credit on her phone, which means she can use her data for a little while at least. Um, and she's like, oh, like everyone else's phone's gone down, the power's gone down
Yeah,
for a minute, and the emergency backup generators kick in, but that only fuels the lights and like,
yeah, yeah,
safety systems and stuff,
yeah.
It's not the Wi-Fi dies, and so does a few other things. Um,
The thing is, should we bother? I'm talking to them. Should we bother sharing this with these guys? Do you think?
you're asking uh, everybody
Um,
here
yeah.
to,
What do you
to
think? You think we should, guys, or no?
um the brother dude, oh, I can't, his name keeps vacating my head. I think it starts with M. Um, he's like, surely they're on top of this. They can't possibly be so fucking dumb as to not have worked this out by now.
Well, I don't think they. I don't think they are. I'm like you. I think they would be on it. I'm pretty
It's
sure they would be on it. But
But
with
what
the
if they're
whole
not?
typing thing, they were. He looked pretty surprised when yeah.
Yeah, but it was you that spotted that. I mean, nobody else figured that out.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should just mind my own business. I'm beginning to think that might be a good idea. Would Elvis mind his own business? Yeah, he would. He'd mind his own business. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm just minding my own business until tomorrow morning, and then I can get out of here. Okay, now listen. I'm gonna share this with you guys, so get closer, will you?
Yeah,
If anything should go really crazy,
right.
and I mean things are crazy now, but I mean really crazy, and it gets desperate, and you need a weapon.
You're not going to tell me anything I don't want to know, are you? Or anything they could overhear right now?
Well, that's why I'm whispering it to the camera to pick it up.
Because you're whispering it like
All
this.
right. So I have put a gun
What the
in.
fuck? No
It's
way.
it's in the toilet block, and
Why?
you know that one just up the road, up the way a bit.
Why the fuck did you bring a gun to a hospital for? Are you crazy?
Well, if something really goes wrong, we need a weapon. It's there. So whoever gets to it or manages to get to it, they can at least use it to maybe get themselves out of here. I hope it doesn't get to that point, but I'm sharing that with you guys at this moment just in case.
Okay. Well, let's hope like fuck we don't need that. Because if we do, we're fucked. Because that's the thing. The minute you do that, this they're just gonna fucking swarm you. There's no way you're gonna be able to do anything with that.
I know that, but at least we've got something to do something with if it gets really bad. I mean, anybody could attack this place the way it is now. And it doesn't mean our people, it could be some other people, terrorists, whatever. This could be a whole terrorist thing for all we know. But I think it's far too sophisticated. Terrorists blow people up and shoot people.
Right. This is definitely fucking out of it.
Yeah, this is something really weird. It's weird shit.
It is weird as fuck, man.
Well, to think all I wanted to do was a show, and now I'm here.
Madness. I don't know, man. This is crazy. Maybe we need to get out of here. This is fucking nuts. I mean, what
Well,
they?
let's take them at their word and try and get out tomorrow.
All right. And if they don't let us out tomorrow, we we
Well,
break out.
that's when we take a cigarette break.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. We probably should get some sleep then, huh?
Yep.
All right. Okay. So everybody's going to go and take a nap, have a bit of a sleep, and you do, and I'm
Yeah.
going to reduce your bone complication, your bruised arms, down to zero now because you've had treatment and stuff. Um, okay, that's current complications. So what's your Discord? It's all right. Um, so that's now zero complications, 0 of 3. Um, okay, they rest. Um, Josh has had treatment with his arms now. Um, all right. The next morning comes, and the nurse comes in. They give you breakfast, and while she's giving you breakfast, Sarah pipes up and she's like, "So when are we getting out of here?" And she says, well, I believe that they're planning to let everyone out at midday as your discharge time, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be right after lunch. So you got about 4 hours before you need to get out of here. So you must be excited.
What about her over there?
Oh, I don't know about her. That's a different question. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Um, she's got family waiting for her though, so she should be all right.
Okay. You sure she's got family?
I will check her records.
If anything comes to anything and we can't find any family members, we'll look after her, won't we, guys?
Sarah's like, I don't know who you are volunteering everybody to just go and look after somebody. Like, don't you have a family of your own? Don't you live with people? You just gonna like take in homeless people now?
I thought you were the caring generation.
She scoffs. Her brother scoffs as well, but less so. And what's his face? Dave Cameron, the veteran. He's like, don't worry, man. You and I, we can take care of her, just like we did yesterday.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got like 4 hours. Is there anything that you want to do in that 4 hours? Is there anything much you can do
Okay,
before time
what did we learn about her in the glass? What's the name?
in the
What did
glass
we
box? Yeah.
when we were talking all that time in the underground
Hmm.
or the subway? What is the point?
Right.
Did we do we remember anything she talked about her mum, her dad, her boyfriend? Because
She was
sometimes when
not
you're hurt, you say, my boyfriend's gonna, he needs to know or something. Yeah,
right. Um, yeah, she did mention a boyfriend. She did mention some family.
yeah,
Um, and she hasn't, I mean, she hasn't said anything to you since then because so far since she's been here, she's been in this kind of funny headspace doing this thing.
yeah,
Um, at about 9 o'clock in the morning, because you would have woken up at like 6 or 7 or something stupid.
yeah.
Um, about 9 o'clock after breakfast, about an hour after breakfast, Agent Vance comes back into the room. Um, and he looks around and he goes, walks over to Dave Cameron and he says, we would like to talk to you if you don't mind. And Dave stands up. He's like, well, I hope you don't mind if I'm not dressed properly. And he turns around and his ass is hanging out of his thing. And Vance takes him off down the road, down the hallway, and he disappears for a while. And that just leaves the rest of you there for a little bit. And this time the brother, oh, what is his fucking name? Um, that guy. Anyway, he comes over to you and he goes, in fact, during this period, his sister is in the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom for a few minutes, and there's just the two of you there, and there's the chick in the glass box, but there's just the two of you outside the box. And he comes over to you and he says, you know, my sister's kind of a bit of a hard time sometimes. She's a hard nut to crack. Uh, you did real good yesterday, like helping people and stuff. Kind of impressed with that, but yeah, just wanted to say that while we had a minute, because if I tell you that while Sarah's around, she'll be a bit of a dick about it.
I dig it.
Yeah. So that guy took away Dave.
Yeah,
He's a cop, right?
I don't think so.
What exactly is he? Is he FBI or something? CIA, NSA, something like
Did he
that?
show me any
He did
thing?
not. And you
Mm,
didn't ask either.
okay. He didn't show me nothing, but I didn't ask. Dave will ask.
That's gotta be illegal. Surely that's illegal.
Who knows in this world?
Hmm. Well, is he likely to like start asking questions and shit? Because
Oh
I don't.
yeah, but I reckon Dave can give him a run for his money.
Hmm.
He's a veteran. One of
Right.
us, maybe he'd have us, you know, confessing to anything. But Dave, I have a feeling he's tougher than he looks.
Well, look, here's the thing. If anything happens to any of us, we get separated and I don't know. I kind of trust you because of what you did yesterday. He's like one of the few people I really actually do trust. Um, I don't know how I'm gonna get hold of you if the phone systems go down and shit. If what we've been talking about is real, then we're kind of fucked. But if I wanted to get hold of you or you wanted to get hold of me, what I'm gonna do when we get out of here is I'm gonna go to the library. And do you have a favorite book?
Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Let's think now. Okay. Uh, the history of the American Indians.
Okay. Is that got an author or something so I can make sure I got the right book? Because there could be like 10 books with that name.
Let me see now. It was
Out of game, like the first book that would spring to your character's mind is surely the autobiography of Elvis Presley.
yeah, but that he realizes is what everybody else will figure out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Because I would naturally think, well, he likes Elvis. Boom.
right,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So he's thinking, and
So he's being clever.
yeah.
Okay. So he thinks of a different book.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, if people know him,
Hmm.
they would know that he's interested in Indians and all that sort of thing.
Okay.
Like you and Laura bought me the Indian book.
Right,
I read that from cover to cover, man. I
right,
read that from cover to cover. Yeah,
right. Cool.
yeah. So, yeah,
All right. So it's that's the book. Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right. So he's like, well, when I get to the library, I'm gonna give you my address and details in there. And if you need to leave me a message, I'll go back and check that book in a couple of weeks or something. And every few weeks, I'll just keep checking it.
Sounds good to me.
So if we had to, we could organize a meeting somewhere using that book.
Okay.
Okay. Well, oh fuck, here she comes. Okay, don't talk to me. He goes back and sits down. And eventually Dave comes back out again. Man, man, what the fuck is up that guy's ass? Who the fuck do these people think they are? Did he pull that shit on you?
I don't know what kind of shit did he pull on you.
Oh, never mind. Some bullshit. Like he has nothing on me. He thinks he does, but he got nothing. He's trying to fucking threaten me with bullshit. These guys are desperate, man. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They are just as clueless as we are. In fact, I would say they're probably more fucking clueless than we are because they're asking me questions about what I think's going on.
Why did you tell him?
Well, I told them that you're the guy that fucking figured out the message shit on the fucking computer yesterday, so they should be hiring you for a job. And they should be hiring me for a job too, because a pair of us dealing with the fucking fallout on the street yesterday when this fucking filing cabinets falling out of the sky. What were they doing? They haven't done nothing so far. All they done so far is piss off a lot of people and keep us detained for like 24 hours. This is bullshit. I'm getting out of here, man. Only a couple of hours. If they don't let us out by midday, I'm walking.
Me too. Let's see what they're up to and what they do. I mean, they got new information. Let's see what they do with this new information.
Right. So
I hope they don't hire us because I don't want to work for that son of a bitch.
So the nurse comes back in again. There's the smoko nurse, and
Yeah,
she gives you a look, and she gives a look to Sarah, and she's like, "Come on."
yeah. We
So
go up.
you go up to have a break,
Yep.
And as you step up to the top of the stairs and you open the door, and put the brick up behind the door to keep it open,
Yep.
so the alarm doesn't go off or some shit like that. Um, you notice there's a bunch of birds sitting on the edge of the building on the roof,
Yeah.
but they're all facing the exact same direction.
Now that is weird shit.
And when one of them moves, they all move at the same time. There's like 15 of them, pigeons.
Pigeons do not do that.
I never seen anything like that before. That is real weird shit, man. Sarah's like, really? They don't do that? Well, they're doing it right now.
Yep. Yep. They doing it. You two better enjoy a smoke. I got a feeling things are gonna change soon.
They stand there and they have their smoke in utter silence. And um, as you're smoking, as they're smoking, and you're watching them smoke, and you're watching the birds, after like a minute, all the birds turn around and look at you.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, girls. Girls, move really slowly towards the door.
And the nurse like flicks her cigarette. And this time, Sarah doesn't stand there and take a long drag. She just flicks the cigarette over the side. And the pair of them very slowly walk backwards through the door past you. And then you guys close the door, take the brick.
Ready? Again.
And you see Sarah shudder again. Like that's the second time you've seen her, like literally.
Okay. Myself, I'm like, things going through my head like the birds and uh zoo and all that kind of shit now. So he's like, back me day. Oh no. And he's like, okay.
Your
And he
phone, your
comes,
phone rings. It's Sandy.
and okay. Sandy,
Josh, how you doing? I got good news and I got bad news.
oh, give me the bad news first.
I gotta give you the good news first. The
Uh,
good the good news is that I got you another gig. But
yes.
the bad news is it's tonight, and I'm not sure if you're gonna make it. Are you gonna make it?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, good. That's excellent. That's good.
Can
Um,
you get can you get the boys there?
I already organized the boys. I called them all. I mean, normally that's your job, but I did it for once because, well, you're in the goddamn hospital apparently. And
Thank you.
how'd the test go?
Um, apparently I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Apparently.
Well, that's good because there's been a few incidents. People are fucking disappearing and all sorts of weird shit's going on. I don't know what the hell this is, but uh, I don't know. I don't even want to speculate too far right now. Everything's a bit too strange. I did get a call from a fellow by the name of what was his name? He sounded like he said he was a Agent Vance. You know anyone like that? He said he
Yeah,
spoke
yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. He's the guy in charge here.
He's in charge there. Why was he calling me then? Is he from the
Mm,
hospital or what? Because agents don't
I
normally
mean,
work in hospitals.
I know agents don't normally work in hospital, but nothing
Yeah.
about this is normal.
Listen, Josh, he was asking me very pointed questions about a phone call that I was involved in.
Yes,
And you as well.
yes.
He wanted to know if I knew anything about a rock.
Yeah. And you don't know nothing about a rock 'cause you weren't there to see the rock.
Why was he asking me about a rock?
Because he's a dumb shit.
Okay. Well, I was concerned he might have been asking me about something else.
No, 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 no. You told me to keep it the way you told me to keep it, and I'm keeping it
Oh,
that
well,
way.
I like to think that's what you do, but I can never know for sure. That's why I'm calling you.
We're not all you, Sam.
Sandy,
We're not
yes.
all you. You know that. I mean,
Well,
you're a man of mystery, and
uh,
you're a man of mystery. I'm not a man of mystery. What you see is what you get. So where's this
that's
concert
true.
then?
All right. Well, let me give you
Where?
the details. You know what?
Okay,
I'll tell you what. I'll leave you a message with the details. How about that? Then you
okay,
can have them recorded and you can take them down at your own pace.
okay. And if anything goes wrong, I'll let you know well beforehand, hopefully,
All right. That sounds good.
because I don't know what this guy's gonna do. This Agent Vance.
All right. Good. Okay.
Okay.
And by this time, you've walked all the way back downstairs to the door
Yeah.
that goes back
Yeah.
into the ward. Um, Stepping into the ward, you realize Agent Vance is standing there. Um, and he looks over at you and he goes,
And I move over to him and go, my manager.
"Really?
Yeah.
That's I suppose everyone is entitled to a manager if that's their gig.
Well, that's how I make a living. Now,
I see. We're going on a field trip, Mr. Hamilton, you and
uh,
I.
dress like this?
Oh, you can get dressed now. Your time here is finished. Get your things. I'll be waiting out the front."
Sure. Okay.
All right. So you get dressed, grab your stuff,
Yeah.
got a bag or something, I suppose. Um,
Got
we,
yeah, I got one of those, those carry bags you can put over your shoulders. Men used to have them.
yep,
Yeah.
like a gym bag or like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like a gym bag.
All right, and you come out, and he and his assistant are standing there, and he says, "Come with us, Mr. Hamilton. We're going to take the back stairs."
Okay. And by the way, I went to the toilet. I'm gonna leave the
Oh,
gun.
okay. Well, hold on, because
Yeah.
the toilet that you left the gun in was the toilet outside the ward
Oh, okay.
near the elevator, which
Okay,
is
no, that's fine.
but this is where you are now.
Okay.
So you could feasibly say, I need to go to the bathroom before I leave, and you could get it
Excuse
now.
me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Need to go to the bathroom. Haven't been there.
Do you just? Okay. Well, don't take too long. Agent
Okay.
Wilson, why don't you escort our friend inside? Don't worry, he's not going to watch you.
Well, I hope not. But, you know. Okay.
So this
I
agent comes into the bathroom with you, and then you go into the stall and close the door. And the
yeah.
agent, you can hear his footsteps walking back and forth outside by the mirror.
Yeah. I take it off carefully.
Yeah.
Put it.
Okay.
Put the thing down back properly.
So how much gravitas can you generate for doing this stealthily?
Okay.
Right, we got Rising Tribute, nat. Unbound Spirit, nat. One Hit Wonder Anxiety, nat. Uncle's Vinyl Collection, unless you're singing, you could maybe sing while you're doing it. If I could
Um,
give you some cover.
I will.
Okay. All right. So that gives you one weight
Because they think I'm getting ready for the show, you
for the
see?
show, right? That's true. Wushu Precision.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give you that because
Yeah.
that's kind of yeah, it's coordination.
Yeah.
Sharpshooter instincts pushing it, I think. Basic field triage, no. Wilderness tracking, no. Dive bar circuit, no. Cheap tobacco, no.
No, no,
Midlife,
no, no, plastic. It might work because
really?
I've got things out of in dye bars that you might,
So you're saying you've had practice doing things like
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah. That's why I did it in the first place. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'll give you that. That's hilarious.
I'm already loving the system because it's taking me through too many memories.
Okay. Then we've got Elvis physique. What do you
Uh, all right,
marginally?
because he was pretty agile in those days
Yeah, I think we're pushing
before
it
he
now.
became fat.
Yeah. Okay. That would give you technically that would give you four, which is pretty strong actually. Okay, now you don't know whether this guy's paying attention, but he stops walking.
Yeah.
Okay, now do you want to strain yourself to do this, or do you think you've got it?
I am gonna strain myself because this guy's perfectly trained as well.
You got sweat coming down your brow now. You're like
Yeah, yeah,
freaking
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah, yeah.
okay, I'm gonna give you a Discord. And that okay, we'll add a Discord point.
Because I don't want to
Um,
get caught, but at the same time, I gotta
all
act
right.
like a man who's taking a crap.
I'm going
Mm,
to explain this to Gemini, and Gemini is going to record it for us. Okay.
okay.
So Gemini, right now, Barry's character Josh is in the bathroom in Ward 4, and the agent's assistant is standing outside the actual what do you call it? The thing with the
The
toilet. The
oh,
what's that
what do
called?
they call it?
Stall. It's a stall.
Door.
Right.
Yeah,
So there's the agent is standing outside the stall, and Barry's character, Josh, is inside the stall. And now Josh has hidden his handgun inside the toilet, the water closet in the toilet, like the actual flusher, previously. And now he's trying to retrieve it, but the agent's outside and he's walking back and forth outside, and then he stops. Now we've generated 4 points of gravitas from Barry's character sheet, from things like what has he got? What did we say? He's got he's singing, so he's
yeah,
practicing for his upcoming thing. So that's a bit of a distraction. So his singing is coming into it. His wushu precision is coming into it. So that's what two, and then he's got his dive bar circuit. Now you'd think that wouldn't work, but
yeah.
Barry's convinced me that he did this because that's where he first did this particular trick. That's where he learned this particular trick. So I
Uh,
gave that to him. I think that's fucking hilarious. Um, and his Elvis physique, because Elvis was fairly agile back in those days. Now I've said to Barry that I'm not sure, like the guy stops walking, and he's not sure whether or not the guy's heard him or not. And I asked Barry, does he want to strain himself? Does Joshua strain himself? As in, does he take Discord to do this? And
yeah.
he's decided that he's going to take a point of Discord. So I need you to please confirm that you've got this little story going. You can remember this and keep track of the Discord for us if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much.
Ah, oh,
All
this
right.
is so much fun.
Cool. All right. So you take the Discord and you're sweating like a pig, but you get the gun out. What do you do with it now?
I put it in my gym bag
You put it in the gym bag. Okay.
underneath all the stuff. Underneath, I put
All
it
right.
underneath.
All right, cool bananas. Gemini answers, Gemini says, I have the story locked down perfectly and my ledger is fully synced. This is a classic high tension television moment, the kind of bottle episode pressure cooker that makes this setting so incredible. Barry's logic is absolutely phenomenal, and utilizing the Chicago dive bar circuit culture to justify knowing how to discreetly fish a weapon out of a dirty restroom flush tank is both brilliant and hilariously grounded. Here is the precise tracking of the story elements. So, previous Discord tracking, Josh entered the scene with
Uh,
4 points of Discord overexertion. Now you've gone to five. Silent extraction while Agent Cross is dead stopped right outside the thin stall door. New Discord total is now 5 out of 9. Threshold status, he is safely away from the crossing the critical threshold of 6 Discord, but you are close, meaning your current negative complications do not mutate or worsen yet. Your physical bruised arms complication has successfully been cleared by the night shift nurse, so your physical vectors are operating at maximum baseline efficiency. Active gravitas chain, 4 points generated Elvis mannerisms and vocal range, humming and practicing low booming Elvis vocal scales to create a perfect acoustic cover layer, masking the splashing sound of the water closet lid. Wushu precision, utilizing precise calculated muscle control to carefully lift the porcelain float mechanism without letting the chain clink against the ceramic tank. Um, the dive bar circuit, the grit factor, relying on his lived experience navigating the underbellies of sketchy city venues while hiding things in standard plumbing infrastructure is second nature. Midlife Elvis physique, channeling that specific agile stage extra flexibility to contort his frame over the toilet bowl without creaking the stall hinges. Total gravitas active is 4. And then the resolution safe should have been a face off. Right, and you had added the strain to that. Okay. Joshua has successfully fished his Glock 19 sidearm out from the interior mechanisms of the water closet. Thanks to his low register humming, the slight splash of water is entirely muffled. His hand slides the cold weapon back into his waistband, or in your case, into the bag, because it doesn't know. Outside the door, the guard clears his throat, fooled by the distraction, and mutters through the petition. Hey, Hamilton, right? Agent Cross said to give you 2 minutes, but the colonel is wrapping up his notes in the office. Wrap it up in there. We're moving back to the desk. Come on.
He would say that too.
All right. So now that you've got your bag sorted,
Yep.
you head back outside. And
I
now can
flushed the toilet
you
and
flush the toilet and wash
yeah.
your hands and leave. All right. You're
You
actually
know
not
the
going back to the.
bathrooms have the best acoustics.
Yeah. Okay.
Bet you didn't know that.
He looks at you in a long, hard stare. We're going for a ride. And when you step out of the bathroom, back out into the foyer,
Mm.
what's his face is there, and you go down the stairs, down the stairs, down the stairs, to the back stairs to exit to the back parking lot where there is an unmarked vehicle. And he nods towards the vehicle. All right, when'd you get in? You can sit in the passenger seat in the front.
Yeah. Thank you.
The assistant dude gets in the front in the driver's seat. He's going to
Yeah.
drive. That's the guy that was in the bathroom with you. Um, oh, and he opens the boot of the car, or should I say the trunk, and that's where they ask you to put your bag.
I really like keeping my stuff with me because some of this is expensive Elvis stuff.
You didn't have any expensive Elvis stuff when you checked in.
Okay. But if it gets damaged, I'm suing you guys.
Fair. Okay. So he pops the trunk and nods for you to put your bag in the bag.
I put it in.
Okay. Closes it up. Then they get in the car, you in the front seat on the right, because cars are backwards in America,
Yeah.
and you start driving, and the Agent Vance sits kind of behind you, but over to the side, so he can see you in the rear view mirror, and
Mm-hmm.
vice versa. To be fair, um, and you start driving. It's not long before you realize that you're heading for the main middle of the city. And it's not long before you realize that you're getting to a cordoned off street where Phoenix Insurance In fact, recently imploded, and where the filing cabinet incidents occurred.
Well, this is gonna bring back some memories.
I sure hope so, Mr. Hamilton. I sure hope so. Memories is what we are in the business of finding today. Good. And they stop the car and he gets out. Remarkably, there's a lot of car parks here today because there's nobody allowed to come here except for all those black cars that are still parked up everywhere. Um, and you notice a couple of cops coming out of the building. Like cops, I say cops, you don't know what they are. They're agents of some description. They look more like
Yeah.
forensics, actually. They're like lab forensics.
Okay.
And they're coming out with like bags of like plastic bags of something or another in these little like evidence bags and stuff like that, and putting them away in the backs of a vehicle and that kind of stuff. And photographers coming out carrying their cameras and so on. And you get out of the car, and he says, "Now, perhaps you'd like to walk me through the situation. Where were you when you first began to notice anything was out of the ordinary happening?"
About there.
Hmm, I see. And what did you notice at first?
Like I said, the clouds and everything. And then I saw the coffee bar over there. And I thought, I'm gonna go and get me a coffee.
He says to his assistant, "You better pull in the staff from the coffee bar. We need to talk to them." And that guy makes a note of it.
I
Now,
walked over there. Unfortunately, they had no coffee because there was no power. I came out, and then, well, everything went to hell.
is that when Clara got hit by the
Yeah,
falling debris over
she
here?
was over out there.
Let me see. And what did you do when she got struck?
I ran over there and tried to help her.
Okay.
I had to take cover though for a couple of minutes. Like ran over there, see, and see where that plastic bus stop is?
Hmm.
Ran over there. Okay, and then when I was sure it was safe, I ran over to Sarah.
I see. I
Yeah,
see. So you tell the story, and I
yeah,
assume that you're telling it the way it happened as best as
yeah,
you can
yeah, yeah,
recall it.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right, that's fair. Okay, and it gets as you're getting towards the end of the story now, you've been down to the subway, you came back up, you were on the phone, you called the
yeah,
hospital was sending the ambulance, you waited for the ambulance arrived, blah blah blah, then and you met Dave down in the thing
yeah.
and blah blah blah, and then you came out with Dave and you went towards the car. And that's when he's like, "Okay, so when did you become aware that the filing cabinet had something inside of it?"
When we were trying to move it,
And how exactly did that work? Did it just
well,
fall out?
my buddy, no, the drawer come out. The drawer was in come out.
So the rock that you described was in a drawer in the filing cabinet that was on the roof of your car.
Yeah,
I see. And you and Dave Cameron
uh,
took this rock with your what, bare hands?
uh, no. No, we kept it in we kept it in the
Filing cabinet?
filing, well,
Drawer?
the drawer. Yeah,
I see. Well, that explains why the filing cabinet was discovered without its what was it? A to B, A to C drawer or something, whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I see. And then you took the filing cabinet drawer
yeah.
to where?
Over there by that drain.
I see. And
Yeah.
did you tip it out or did you leave it there?
No, I left it there.
Hmm.
I don't know why it's not there now, but it should be there now.
We recovered a filing cabinet drawer, but there
Uh-huh.
was no rock to be found.
No rock. Well,
Hmm. How do you explain that?
can't help you there. I
Hmm.
don't know, because we just left.
I see. Very well. We have one more destination to visit, and then you can be on your way, Mr. Hamilton.
Thank you very much.
Let's get back in the car.
Okay.
All right. And this time you're driving and you're driving and you're driving, and you're driving suspiciously in the direction of the port.
I think I know where they're going.
And eventually you get to the boathouse, and you park up, and there's your Honda Civic. Actually, no, your Honda Civic's not there. It's at the hospital.
Yeah,
There's the car park that you paid for that does not have a Honda Civic in it.
yeah.
Um, okay. And he parks up there, and you guys get out, and he says, can you imagine why we might be here, Mr. Hamilton?
Um, I, I live over that way.
Very well.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you show us in?
Okay. Come on.
They follow you.
Okay.
You get to the houseboat, I take it, unless
It's
you're
not flesh. It's not flesh. So, don't be not really tidy either, but
you live on a houseboat, Mr. Hamilton. That is more
at
than most people can aspire to in their entire lives.
at the moment, yes.
At the moment. Well, let's try and keep it that way then, shall we?
Yeah, let's try. Okay. What would
All
you
right.
like to know?
You notice that Mr. Vance's assistant is carrying a large case with him this time, which he got out of the boot at the same time as you probably took your bag out as well, because I imagine that
Yep,
now that you're
I got
coming
my
back to your
bag.
house, you're
Yep.
heading back to the place. And he's taking a case with him. It's a large suitcase with a hard plastic kind of cover on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a hard plastic
Yeah,
case.
yeah. It's for that stone that he thinks I have.
Could be.
I
Could be
think
that.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
That's what you're guessing. Yeah. Could
Except
be true.
I don't have it. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
Well, you get to the house and you go up the stairs,
Uh,
ladder, whatever it is.
I would like to point out before we do anything that this is not my home. I'm only renting it because I've got concerts.
I see.
Huh? Yes. So, yes, what would you like me to show you
All right.
now?
Well, maybe we come inside.
Oh, of course.
Do you mind if we take some pictures?
Oh, no. No, no, no.
All right. They take various photographs, mostly with their phones, but at some point the assistant dude also happens to have a slightly larger camera. It's not like a big ass camera with a big lens on it or anything, but it's a camera.
Yeah, yeah.
He takes it out and takes some more professional looking photos. Um, and they take photos of different parts of the houseboat, the outside, the inside, and so on, until finally Vance says he turns to his assistant and he goes, "You can go back and wait for me at the car. Leave that here." And the guy's like, "Really? Okay. Uh, why?" He's like, "Just do what I tell you." And he leaves. And Vance sits down on your chair. Open the safe.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. I was told not to open this unless I really had to. So you really want me to do this?
You really have to.
Oh, good. Right. Okay. Okay. All right.
That okay. Hilarious.
This this is the first time, mind you. Hang on, wait a minute. Gotta remember. Yeah, that's right. That way. That way. That way. Okay.
Thunk.
Oh, I should open this a long time ago. Whoa, look at this.
And he walks over to where you are and looks inside. And what did we decide there's in there? Because you took the gun out,
Money and powder.
money and powder, and a list.
Yeah, and the list. There you are. Oh, if I'd known that was there, that would have tempted me to open it, I'll tell you.
He takes out from inside of his jacket pocket a pair of Pyrex gloves.
Yeah,
Pyrex, not Pyrex. What's the word?
you know,
Latex.
plastic
Latex
things.
gloves.
Yeah,
Pyrex.
latex.
Fucking not Pyrex. Latex. Okay, so he puts on his latex gloves and he uses that to handle the powder. It lifts it up out of the safe.
Is that what I think it is?
What do you think it is, Mr. Hamilton?
Well, it looks like, drugs.
Well,
It's a
I
note of
don't
money.
believe I saw anything like that here. And he opens the window and tosses it out.
Yeah.
And you hear it go,
I didn't see anything either. My eyes are closed. I can make
money.
up.
Well, there's nothing wrong or illegal about keeping cash, I suppose.
No, no,
He sort
no.
of peers into the case and looks around and he's sort of you can see he kind of like he has this expression where he almost snorts at the fact that there's nothing here that he wants. Like the thing he thought he was looking for is not here. And he's like, you can tell he's slightly pissed. He's not pissed at you,
He's gone to all this trouble
but he's gone to all this trouble. And
and nothing.
he was pretty sure, he wasn't certain, but he was pretty sure the rock was going to be here. And it's not. Well, Mr. Hamilton, it seems that your story corroborates.
I'm
That's
glad it does.
good news for you.
Oh, yes, I can imagine.
Bad news for me. All right, I'll level with you, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Hamilton.
Mm.
I need that rock. I need to know where it went. If you have any fucking idea where it is, please tell me now, because we need to get our hands on it. That thing is turning people into zombies, whatever it is.
I honestly, where I showed you,
Hmm,
that's where it was.
I see. I see.
It it couldn't have gone down the sewer because the drawer is that big and the sewer is not as big as the drawer.
Did you say something about it dripping liquid?
Yeah, it was.
Do you suppose that it transformed into liquid and dripped into the sewer?
I wouldn't I wouldn't close off that idea. I mean, we don't know what it does, do we?
No, that's true. Very well. I'm going to get a team down there immediately. We're going to have to be searching the sewer. All right. He calls out to his dude. All right, we're going to need a tour team. We're going to rip up that goddamn sewer. And they start making calls, and he kind of just walks out on you, and he doesn't even say goodbye. You feel like you got taken out on a date and then left behind.
Okay. I don't mind at all.
All right. Well, 10 minutes later, they're gone. Um,
Okay.
but your car is still at the hospital.
I will catch a bus
Okay.
if there are any.
The bus service is disrupted. It's late. You end up having to catch two or three buses to get there because you can't go directly there anymore, at least not
Yep,
right now.
yep,
You have to go all the way around. It's very disrupted, and there's traffic light disruptions, and you hear lots of honking on the road. And
yep,
there's a, you notice there's like a pillar of cars all trying to get out of the city at the same time. Like, you know how it is on like Waitangi Day or something on a
yeah,
holiday?
yeah,
There's a
yeah,
million cars on the road. It's like that.
yeah,
Um, except this is not the time for it, you know. This is the middle of a working week, and people should be going to sleep. But it's like the middle of the well, it's the middle of the day actually, isn't it? Because
yeah,
that's when you got out. It was midday. All right. So eventually you get back to the hospital and you get to your car,
yeah.
and you walk up to your car, and what do you do?
I'm gonna go up and check on my mates.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah,
So you're going to go back into the hospital.
yeah. I
Okay.
know I've got to get to a concert, but that's not till, man.
Not till
I've got
later.
rehearsal time, so
Okay.
just pop up and see that they're okay.
Well, when you get up there, all of them have been dismissed except for the fishbowl girl. She's still in her little glass box. But you do see there's people sitting outside waiting for her. Um, and that the mother is there and she's crying, and the boyfriend is there and he's walking back and forth and he looks angry, and the father is there trying to console the mother.
Okay,
They're all in a
okay,
waiting room. But Dave is gone. The two siblings are gone.
okay. All right.
The nurses are there though, and Doctor what's his face, Aris was it? Whatever his name was, Aris Thorne,
Okay.
Doctor Thorne.
Yeah,
He's there.
Dr. Thorne, Dr.
Doctor Thorne looks at you as you come in. He says, "I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you back?"
I'm just saying how my companions are doing.
Oh, well, we sent them home about an hour ago now.
What about her? What's happening with her?
Well, she needs to undergo a few more tests, I'm afraid. She's condition seems to be worsening. It's unfortunate.
Is she still typing?
Oh, some of the time. But you don't need to concern yourself with it anymore. You've done more than enough. We thank you so much for your help. You're really, really, we do appreciate you coming in like this and staying overnight. And what a hassle that must have been for you. Um,
I'll see you then. It's
oh,
no.
before you go, I have some vouchers for you. Actually, I've been authorized to give these out, and he gives you out like a bunch of food stamp vouchers, so you can get yourself some food from the cafe in the hospital, and maybe some other stuff, parking vouchers.
Yeah, yeah. I take them all. I take them all
Right.
because Lord knows when they're gonna come in handy. Um.
Right. They're already handy.
All
Okay.
right. So I avoid the parents because they're having enough trouble as is.
Right.
Okay, and I'm kind of worried about it. Really, I really am. And so I go and get ready for the concert.
Okay.
Do the rehearsal. Do the rehearsal. Even the rehearsal, I do it as Elvis.
Right. Of
Yeah,
course.
I'm getting myself in the
Into
frame.
character.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
Of
And the guys are used to it. They're used to it. Yeah,
course. That's what they're there for, right? Everyone's there for this experience.
yeah.
Okay. Um. All right. So you do the rehearsal. You get there. You notice that the crowd is a little bit kind of there's like half as many people as you would expect.
Yeah. I
Um,
didn't expect it to be a great thing anyway because of what's happened.
right,
Yeah.
right.
In fact, I know what I will do.
Mhm.
Um, we will. I will talk to Sandy and see if we can't.
Give him a call.
Yeah,
So you're like, do 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 do.
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Sandy,
Joshua, I wasn't expecting a call from you tonight. What's going on? Is
just
the
tell her.
concert going all right? Everything good? Yeah,
Yeah, everything's good.
no problems at the venue is good.
With all the problems everybody's having, there won't be many people here, you know?
Okay. Is this before the concert or after the concert?
It's before the concert.
Okay, yeah.
There won't be many people here.
Well, you got to get them in while you can. That's the
So,
thing, yeah.
okay, but
Look, I can do you a deal. I can cut my rate just a little bit for this one time, because obviously you need a bit of help this time, and I'm at 20%, and this time I'll do it we'll take it down to 15%. All right? Does that'll keep you happy?
that'll keep me good and happy.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Good. All right. Well, I'll see you later then.
See you later. Okay. All right, guys, let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it well. Okay.
I don't know if that was what you were calling about, but he just railroaded you entirely.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
If you had something else you were calling about, you didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
didn't get a word in.
He kind of Ruddy realizes it and goes, "He did it again." I ring him up.
Joshua, is there something else you want to talk to me about?
Look, there's a lot of shit going on here. So
Oh yeah, look, I told you 15%. Isn't that not good enough for you? I mean, what is the world
no, no,
coming
it's
to?
good. It's good. It's great.
Okay, well,
But
then we're sorted then, right?
I suppose it's too late to do this for charity tonight.
F- 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 Yes, it's too late to do this for charity tonight. You've got the concert in 1 hour.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you
All
want to
right.
donate your half to charity, that's between you and God. But at the end of the day, I'm already taking a pay cut here for you. And I need
Uh,
this as much as you do, believe me. I mean, you might think that I'm your agent and maybe you think I'm well off or something, but you know, you think that because I got friends that have got boats, it means I can like just
and you've got friends that you pick me up in a limousine sometimes. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know
sometimes.
how hard it is for you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm there with you, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay then. All
All
right.
all
Take
right.
care, bro.
Good night. Now, what's that about he starts talking to his wife about
And
about
we
dinner and stuff.
we do it.
All right.
We do the show
All right.
with less people.
You do the show with less people
Yeah.
and you finish the show and then you leave.
Okay. Yeah.
And you get back to your car.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
driving
really
home.
I'm really thinking to myself, I should get me a new car at some point.
Right, right.
But
Because
I've been thinking that for like
ceiling
5 years now.
well, now the ceiling is quite dented and kind of crunched in because of the impact from the filing cabinet, and like it's okay in the driver's seat, but it does affect your vision a little bit when you're looking out to the left or you're using the rear view mirror. You have to use the side
Yes.
mirror instead because your
Yeah.
rear view
Yeah.
mirror doesn't see
Yeah. Yeah.
properly.
Yeah. Okay. Honey, I've got a plate here. Um,
Right.
yeah. So I'll go back to the
That's
boathouse.
but all right. You get back to the boathouse, and as you're pulling up at the boathouse, um, you get another phone call.
Hello, Sandy. What's up?
That's
I,
Sandy. This is Joey. What are you talking about?
oh, hey, Joey. How's it going?
Where the hell have you been for the last 2 days?
I, I've just done the show.
Oh, actually, out of game. Joey should know that because Joey's
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
band. Okay. All right, I take that all back. Rewind, reverse, cut.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so you get back to the houseboat then, and nothing out of the ordinary happens then. And
Is the cat still there?
the
Or
cat
is he facing?
the cat is still there. The cat is still there. Yeah, he comes and jumps up on you, and you take him inside, and he meows and so on. And
I look at the cat and say, stay normal. Don't start looking at me strange or I'll shoot you.
well, at that point, you're like, how can I tell if it's looking at me strange?
Good point. Then I look at it.
He looks at you.
Then I put him on the ground.
Hmm. He jumps back up on you.
See that's normal. Okay. No. Okay, things are good. Right.
All right. And I think we might leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did it
That,
go?
that was very good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun too. And we spent the whole episode in a hospital pretty much.
Yeah, yeah,
It's,
yeah, yeah.
it's a bit like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, 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 and it was.
Right.
Though though I'm a bit the this is quite different, isn't it?
Mm.
It is quite different, eh?
What do you think of the system so far?
Oh, I like the system. See, because I, yeah, I'll tell you another thing good about it that I've noticed so far.
Mm.
A person can't get angry with it either
Right. I know, right?
because I can truly decide what I'm doing
Yes.
and I know what I'm doing has been done. So when it comes to the flaws in that, in
Right.
what I've done,
You chose them.
they, yeah, yeah, you
Right.
take them because this game, as far as I can see, is all about realism
Right.
in that sense. Oh, you can
In
get
a
a
way.
little fancy with it or
Yeah, yeah,
anything
yeah.
else with it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You you have to take the good with the bad.
Right. Like that moment where it seemed most obvious to me was when you're trying to get the thing out of the toilet, the gun out of the toilet,
Yeah,
and I'm saying, you've built up 4 gravitas and you hear the guy stop. Do you want to strain yourself? Because you don't know whether he's heard you or not,
yeah,
right? Do you want to strain yourself? And you were like, okay, well,
I
yeah, okay.
would.
I do because I better, you're like,
Yeah, I better because
but you're gambling. That's
yeah,
the thing. It's a gamble. You don't know the outcome.
a- and that's what's good about the game because it is a gamble, but it's a realistic gamble
Right.
that you can do.
Right.
If I want to grab the guy and choke him out, put him to
Yep.
sleep, I
Yeah.
can.
You probably could. Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah,
there will be
but
consequences to that.
yeah, but there's a downside to that. I don't know what he knows,
Right. That's
so
right.
he could be. I could be like second Dan or whatever, and he could be like 95 Dan, and I don't know it,
Right.
and
Exactly.
he just throws me over like I'm a.
Right.
See, that all makes sense
Hmm.
because, okay, but in role playing now, it makes no sense
Like with D and
in
D and
some,
stuff.
yeah,
Right.
it makes no sense. Whereas when we had hard time here, it all made sense.
Right.
So it makes sense to my brain. So I can't get Peter off with it because I know it's what would
Right.
happen
You
if,
know the consequences. There's no dice involved. There's no random
yeah,
fluctuating bullshit. It's not like, oh, you rolled a natural one. Okay, you fumbled, you broke your sword, you drop your weapon, your bowstring snaps,
yeah.
you
And
know,
that's
like,
why I used to like role playing with AI when it
right,
was
right.
when it was what
GPT
it was.
4.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite
Uh,
good.
because it knew what you had, it
Hmm.
knew what you were, and it allowed you to win because
Right,
you had those things,
right,
you know. So,
right.
and this pretty much is getting to the stage where it does the same thing.
Yeah, well, my sort of theory is that you you can usually get yourself out of a situation if you are prepared to pay the price,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Which means the game doesn't just stop for some dumb reason,
yeah,
right? You
yeah,
don't like just fuck up and then whatever you were trying to do just fails because you rolled a one or a four or something nonsense.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know, if you're an expert lock picker, you should be able to pick locks.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
what you do. It's your
it's
profession. That's
exactly like
I agree. Yeah,
maybe there's a chance that it's a really hard lock, in which case, okay, well, you strain yourself to do it,
yeah.
and that's still realistic. You that
And even the best do.
right, and it felt,
Even, yeah,
yeah, I mean, it
yeah.
felt realistic to me that you were like trying to get that gun out of the toilet. And I love the fact that you got to choose those tags, like
Yeah,
the tags that you chose, and you had to justify them to me, right? And
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, that's not going to work. And then you're like, oh, well, but wait a minute, what about this and this? And it's like, well, maybe he's done this before and dive
yeah,
bars and stuff. I'm like, you know what? That's
yeah,
really clever. That actually
yeah,
does work.
yeah.
So I think that's quite creative, and I think people will enjoy that aspect.
Yeah, but the big trouble the thing you're gonna discover,
Hmm.
and I just surprised myself with it, is how adaptable people are.
Right, right.
And that's one thing you're gonna discover with this game system.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good thing
Yeah, it is.
ultimately.
It is. I'm not. No, I'm not
You
saying
know,
it's a bad thing. I'm saying that's
It's-
the thing that's gonna come out.
I think there's some things that like you're going to look at and go, okay, let's say you're a knight of noble upbringing and you're trying to jump across a chasm.
Yeah,
Well, obviously your noble upbringing doesn't do shit for that,
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not going to help. That's a social vector that you're trying to apply to a physical vector,
yeah.
and that doesn't work, obviously. So, and I think most of the time it's common sense,
I
most
think
of the
so.
time. But
I think so.
when it's not common sense, and in this particular situation, it would have been common sense to say dive bar circuit will not help you with this particular thing.
Yeah,
But the way that you justified it added something to your character that was meaningful,
yeah,
that told us something about who you were. And
yeah.
that was worth more to the story than some nonsense where we just say, no, you can't do it because nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know,
But people are going to have to be careful that they don't let the real them out. 'Cause
that's
lots of people have known lots of shit.
right,
You know,
right. They're gonna start digging deep, you reckon, and
yeah,
start
they'll
finding.
start digging deep. I found
Started,
myself doing the same thing.
did you? You
Yeah.
started finding yourself sort of
I,
admitting to things that
Now,
you
how
did.
did I do this when I was doing so and so? What did I used to do? And it came out of me, and I'm like, and that's stuff I normally keep to my private little self,
Right,
you
right.
know,
That's great.
because the guys used to hide some of their drugs
Right.
in the toilet thing, and they thought they'd got used to me, and I was disabled, so they
Just
didn't
ignored
care.
you, right? They didn't
Yeah,
think you were a
yeah,
threat.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
And stuff like that. So I saw all that stuff going on, and suddenly in the pub, the guys would start, one or two guys would go to the loo and,
Yep.
and one would be like staying by the door,
Right.
you know, and you wouldn't argue with them because they were black power boys. So,
Right.
you know, and they used to let me go in and out because, well, they were used to me, and my sister was one of them, let's say.
Right.
And that's what I saw. And Pep used to say to me, "What you see here, Barry, you don't see."
Right.
Get it?
Right.
I just nod my head and walk
Yep.
out.
Right. Damn. Yeah,
You
I
know.
get that.
But that started to happen to me. I started to,
Have
now,
those moments of
how did I used to do it in the old days? And
right.
yeah, yeah.
So does it is it a winner? Does it work? Do you reckon it
I
works?
like it. I like it. I
Cool.
like it. There'll be people that won't like it because it does all that stuff. And
That's
it's,
why they won't like it, you reckon?
yeah, 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 yeah. The
Yeah,
real them will come out
that'll be
from that.
interesting.
Yeah,
I'm curious. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is the same system that we were using to play the sci-fi stuff.
yeah,
Pretty much the same system. It's a bit different. It's changed a little
yeah,
bit, but not too much. But that was way harder because you had to learn all the sci-fi stuff.
yeah.
Whereas I thought, well, fuck all that. Let's just cut it back to its basics so that
Basic.
you're
Yeah,
playing a human in a human world. There's nothing weird going on, at least not to begin with, you
yeah,
know. And that's easy for everyone to understand. Nobody has to learn the world.
yeah.
And
Well,
then you
that's
can,
why I chose an Elvis imitator.
right, right. And it suits you because you know what you're doing, what you're talking about, and
Yeah,
it's you're passionate about it, which is another important factor, I think.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and and he's got character and he's funny,
yeah,
you know. And there's some classic scenes in there. I thought tonight we had some really good role playing and
yeah.
stuff that you just can't get. You can't get this from D&D. It's D&D
No, you
doesn't have
can't. You can't.
right.
Look, I do try with D&D,
Oh, I know you do. I know
but
we
it
all
is a
do.
it's
We
a
all
real
do.
it's a real effort
I know, right?
sometimes.
It's a
Yeah,
real effort. It's a struggle.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
struggle, and it's
But
like everyone's going.
with this, it's not a real effort, and that's half the problem.
Right. I feel like once you got your characters set up, you kind of know what you can do. You got your tags sorted out. You can get on with role playing, and you're not sitting there trying to figure out what's the best spell to use to do such and such, and
Yeah,
use my bonus action to do the thing, and I'm gonna combo it with this, that, and the other thing, and I can move this far. And because I'm level 15 and I've got a blah blah, I'm so fucking clever. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, I don't care. Nobody
Be
cares.
because sometimes they leave it up to the numbers to do it.
Right, right,
And they say, "Oh, I've got this, so there you are. I've
right,
thrown the right amount, there you are." And they
right,
don't role play.
right. You're just not immersed in your own character. And
Yeah,
so, what are you even
yeah,
role playing for? What are you here for? Just to roll dice and add up numbers?
yeah. If I
Big
wanted to
whoopee.
do that,
Right, exactly.
yeah,
And
yeah,
if you wanted
yeah.
someone to just work it out for you, you might as well play World of Warcraft. So
Next time we do a test out, we should do it with White Wolf.
do it with White Wolf.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
and see how vampires deal with that
well,
kind of thing.
I've got a system for it.
Yeah.
There is a system for doing it. I haven't converted White Wolf to it because it's a proprietary game,
Uh,
and I'm not going to waste too much time fucking around with a game that I can't sell.
okay.
Um, so yeah,
Are
but
they going off it now or something?
are they going off it? Like
Yeah.
the actual company?
People,
Oh,
and
people?
yeah,
Um, there's people who are into fifth edition,
yeah.
and there are some people who are playing. Like I did have a game the other day of Vampire. It was like one guy he just wants to play by himself though, and he's from Ohio, um, and he was pretty good to be fair. You
Yeah.
know, I was happy with him, but
Oh, cool.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing about White Wolf and Vampire, like honestly for me, is that I can play it with my eyes closed as long as I've got new players. Because if I play with you, I have to make up new shit, and that's hard work.
Yeah, yeah, it is, it
Right.
really is.
Whereas I can just recycle 100 years worth of vampire games
Yeah,
for everybody else. I can
yeah,
just keep
yeah,
just
yeah,
recycle them,
yeah,
and they can
yeah,
play through all the stuff that I've done 100 times, and I'm just like, oh, you're the Order of Mars or whatever, you
yeah.
know. And they're like, oh, But
Keep
I don't
them
know.
happy.
I think this scenario has got some ways to go yet. This is just the beginning of a story that I've
Oh
got
yeah,
planned.
but at the moment, it's doing good for what it is.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed tonight. I enjoyed it the other nights, you know.
So as far as the story is concerned, do you feel paranoid?
Yeah,
Does it is it
yeah.
is it slightly
He's
scary and
he
concerning?
he's got. I am never gonna look at pigeons the same way again. Fuck that.
Excellent.
That was disturbing. That was disturbing. That's why I said to the girl, back out real slow.
Right. Yeah, you went down the
Yeah.
stairs.
Well, I
Yeah.
better get to bed before it gets too late.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that
Thank
was
you.
great.
Cool bananas. Cool
Bye
bananas.
bye.
I'm glad we have another good game.
Thank you.
All right, mate. You have a good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.